News. I'm playing this song for you, girl, because I like that black T-shirt.
Thank you. What is it?
You look good, Lady Antebellum.
Ooh, thanks, Dave.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, simple kills.
I reckon I just overthink it.
Dothan's country.
I like it.
This is WECB Headland Dothan.
It's got layers.
B1053.
Good morning, Wiregrass. I'm Carmen Fuentes with your hometown news leader headlines. Cottondale residents will be under a water boil notice today. The notice will start this morning at 7 due to a water line repair and will cover several streets. City leaders say all water used for drinking, cooking, making ice, brushing teeth, or washing dishes should be boiled at a rolling boil of 1 minute. They say you can also use bottled water. The notice will remain in effect until a bacteriological survey shows the water is safe to drink. School systems around the state are considering plans for reopening in the fall, including Dothan City Schools. Monday night, the board kept a plan for reopening as scheduled on the table, while also leaving the door open for Dr. Phyllis Edwards to delay the start if needed. And Dothan City Schools is also offering free COVID-19 antibody testing for its employees. It's happening this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Alabama clinics on Highway 52. The testing will be voluntary for all employees. There should be no out-of-pocket costs for the tests, and results will not be shared with the Dothan City School Administration. Employees will need to provide their insurance card to the clinic staff upon arrival. Cottondale residents will be under a water boil notice today. The notice will start this morning at 7 due to a water line repair and will cover several streets. From your hometown news leader, I'm Carmen Fuentes.
This Channel 4 news and weather update brought to you by Dixieland Metals. Make your first roof your last with Dixieland Metals.
A little bit drier out there with partly cloudy skies, a high temperature around 85 to 86 degrees. Winds will be out of the west at 5 to 15 miles an hour. Overnight tonight, back down to about 64, 65 degrees. Will be partly cloudy, a high of 83 on Wednesday with a few pop-up thunderstorms. And that trend, well, it's set to continue here over the next several days. High temperatures will be in the middle to upper 80s, and we'll see daily rain chances in the middle of the afternoon. Overnight lows will be in the upper 60s to near 70. For the 4-1 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist Evan Chickbera.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning. How is everybody?
Yesterday, it was awesome.
The
It
rain?
rained good at my house. It
Yeah.
rained
It
so
was nice.
good at my house. Hey, I'm gonna go get my camera. I'll be right back.
How are y'all, Amanda and Mike? Y'all see, I'm in Lake Eufaula today. In case y'all are wondering where my background is. Lake Eufaula. What day is it? It's Tuesday, right? Is something wrong with the radio station? It's not working on my station. Yeah, girl. I'm at Lake Eufaula. Let me check and see. That's awesome, Amanda. Hey, Dave,
Yes, ma'am.
check our transmitter. Holly says we're not coming in. Huh?
Let me text Ricky.
I just texted him.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We're having some. Should still be able to stream. The stream's going to be fine.
I got him.
Okay.
He's on it right now.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the stream. So y'all can jam out on B1053.com or on your iHeartRadio app.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Black t-shirt day. I figured I would try not to. Y'all know what's so funny? So when I first sat down this morning, I had these big old honking um turquoise blue earrings. These are my fishing lure earrings, and I'm at Lake Eufaula, in case y'all hadn't figured out where I'm at in my mind. But I had these big old turquoise blue earrings on this morning. Soon as I sat down on the screen, it started doing that whole see-through
Yep.
thing.
Ricky
I
said
was
that the red in your shirt, your peach shirt, was overwhelming the software, and that's what was.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely something yesterday. So I had to go change my big old blue earrings. There's something about blues and greens, and that's why I figured the peach would work yesterday, but it didn't do well. Hmm. I got a drinking problem this morning. It's hot. It was hot.
Did you say you have a drinking
Scalding.
problem?
Yeah, because it just like went down my lip.
That's funny. Oh
Definitely.
my goodness, this stinks.
Hey, Bear. Bear is already awake and at it this morning. He's already. He's hungry. He's hungry. He's just a
Oh,
big
it's funny. Bear
old
showed
baby.
himself up yesterday after you.
Yeah, he just stuck his head in saying,
Right.
"Hey, what's up, y'all?"
That's right.
So, what's going on new, guys and gals? Anything new, exciting going on in your life?
I'll tell you what. Yesterday's rain was great, and Sam and
It
I
was
went out
nice.
in the afternoon. Uh,
Bear, you need something to eat?
we
Hold on, y'all.
got we turned off all the computers and put our phones down and started listening to music, and we cleaned the kitchen together, and then we cooked dinner together. So it was a good afternoon for me. Still slaving away at work. Yeah, I wish I was on Lake Eufaula. I wish I was. Yeah. Good morning, Deborah. I'd love to be on the lake, go swimming, go fishing. Woo, that'd be awesome. Where'd she go? Feed the dog? Y'all want to see the sunrise? I can show y'all the sunrise this morning. How about that? I keep forgetting to put the focus on, and that's why I get a little bit of blur sometimes. There she comes. Okay. Bear was hungry. All right. I am jamming out this morning, y'all. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's a gorgeous, going to be a beautiful day. Did you get some good rain out there, Mike, yesterday? My yard got the soaking it needed. It sure did. I hope we get more. Not like today, but soon. B1053, it's Pollard and Dave, and your headliner for this year's Gulf Coast Jam. Luke Bryan, his latest one margarita. Good morning to you. It is 12 minutes after 6 o'clock, 67 on your all metal roofing and siding weather radar. This hour brought to you by Mark Dunning Industries. Amy looking very svelte in her black t-shirt this morning. Good morning to you from your living
Good
room,
morning.
girl.
I'm actually pretending I'm in Lake Eufaula today.
So you'd wear a black t-shirt to Lake Eufaula?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. If
All right.
I was chilling
If
up
you
in
were
Lake
just
Eufaula.
up in the shade, maybe had your flip flops on and a drink with an umbrella in it. The hoops causing the lag, girl. You're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, yeah, and I got my fishing. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So I was talking about Luke Bryan.
Yeah.
Listen, I was watching American Idol the other night,
Right.
and Luke Bryan actually performed his one margarita, two
Did he?
margarita.
Wow. How was
Yeah,
it?
it was great.
He puts on a good show, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure. And if y'all don't follow them, him and his wife on Instagram, they are a hoot.
Yeah, you're killing it, girl. You are lagging big time. If you want to find out what's going on, check us out live on Facebook at B1053, or you can find us on YouTube as well. Just type in
Let me tell you, because
Wiregrass
those
Radio.
two are
Just
constantly.
relax. Shh. I'm gonna have to turn her off because she's lagging and she doesn't know it. This hour brought to you by Mark Dunning Industries. We've got bragging rights, early bird trivia right around the corner. Stick around. Man, there are so many virus songs out there, Mike. I've heard a ton of them. There's one called the COVID-19 Anthem that is mine, the one that I like the most. Heck, the Brad Paisley one we've been playing is kind of a new one. I got this new one from Luke Combs coming up here. Amy, you're going to have to log out and log back in, girl. I'm pulling your stream. Sorry. Or we can just stare at her like that. Oh, no, she's gone. But which one are you talking about specifically, Mike? Hey, Amanda, I love throwing sod. Do you know that's one of my favorite things to do? I know that sounds weird, and because it's back breaking, it's hard. But when you lay sod and you start with this blank canvas and you fill it up and it's like coloring in the lines, I guess. Very satisfying chore, I guess. I like laying sod. Stays the same as everything changed. Everything changed. Yard work's good for the soul, Amanda. I love yard work. Well, y'all talk to me this morning. Is life getting back to normal for you? I'm seeing more and more traffic on the roads, if that means anything. I don't, get out a lot anyway. It has been an awesome weekend, Amanda. You must like yard work as much as I do. I like just being out in it, making my yard look nice. Amy tells me that she's rebooting her entire system, so we should be. Hey, that Machelda? Machelda? Good morning. Machelda? Machelda. Well, good morning. I'm glad you're with us this morning. How are you? Amy is rebooting her computer and will rejoin us shortly. Remember, if you want to hear what's going on instead of us talking, well, hey there. He's my doctor, so maybe we're acquaintances. That's great that you're back at work. Dr. Seelock's my favorite. He's been looking at my eyes for many, many years now. I still like this Gabby Barrett song, y'all. I wish I could crank it. And I want to find out who's playing guitar on it because it's awesome. It's Tuesday. Yeah, I'm kind of ready for the weekend too. But it is Tuesday. Oh, that's great. All right, Miss Thing. I'm gonna have to do the question without you. I got some great questions. Y'all want a head scratcher this morning, I can tell. You're Tuesday, you're looking too much forward to the weekend. I gotta give you something to think about. Hey Cheryl, good to see you this morning. I get my bike back this week. Good morning, Doug. How's it going? I do too, Warrior Girl. It moves me. It's good. It's just passionate. And I tell you what, passion is a good thing. And I'm passionate about getting my bike back this week. Woohoo! It has been almost a month, y'all, since I've been on a bike ride. My buddy's out there riding 70 miles a week. It's killing me. Getting all flabby and loose. Gotta get tightened back up. She had computer issues this morning, Doug. She's just rebooting her laptop. There she is. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil.
Hello.
Just in time. Hey, don't forget to like and share and everything. We got to get a lot of folks watching.
I had to reboot this morning. My computer.
You did what with your booty? What?
I had to reboot.
Oh.
I'm at Lake Eufaula.
I see.
I'm up in Doug's territory today.
Deep.
That's my background.
Bet you them scooters are thick
Lake
out
Eufaula.
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning, 6:20, Gabby Barrett, and I hope, good morning to you. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you got some great rain yesterday. I know the Gilligan's Yard got that much needed rain, and I'm a little scary right now, Amy.
For
because
what?
About 4 weeks ago, I laid out 15015, if you yard folks know.
I did that a couple days ago.
Did you? Oh my gosh, It's about to explode in my yard. Fed all the plants. You know how it is. Put triple 13 in the shrubbery and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So my yard is about to bust wide open. I'm about to get so busy with the pruning shears and the lawn mowing. But I like it though. You know what? That to me is one of the main reasons that the South and Alabama in particular is such a great place to live. You get the opportunity to get outside a lot. Even if it's in your yard, you get to experience just the fresh air of it all.
Well, what's the stuff that'll get rid of those tiny little brown stickers?
teeny
You know,
little
the
brown.
little brown stickers, they're not like the ones that have the burrs all over them. They're
Mhm.
just the tiny little stickers that
I
are in
can't
your
say I'm
yard.
familiar with that. I don't do a lot of barefooting in my yard, but I
Yeah.
generally use Scott's Weed and Feed
Yeah.
once a year.
I guess I need something like that because
Yeah,
those little
just to
stickers are
control it,
killing me.
and but I'll tell you this much, Amy. This past Saturday, before the rains on Sunday, I was on my hands and knees for a good 2 hours pulling nothing but clover out of my yard. Hands and knees, girl.
You're what?
Yeah.
Why?
And because I did put the granules out, the weed and feed
Mhm.
granules out, well, it never rained. It hasn't
Right?
rained, so even watering isn't gonna activate it enough. It needs a good old soaking.
Mhm.
And, I had a patch of clover in my yard, Amy, that stretched probably 30 feet or so,
Yeah.
and it took me near about 2 hours to hand pull it out because you gotta pull it out by the roots. If you just snap the tops off, it's just gonna grow back.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, that's pretty impressive.
It was 2 of those orange buckets full.
Yeah.
How
I'm
about
not
that?
I'm not doing that kind of yard work.
You're not down with that kind of yard work? See,
Now,
that's
if
what
I
being a
can't
homeowner
sit
is all
on
about.
it
We'll talk about that
and
later,
do
though.
a 0 turn
Mhm.
on it and mow it,
Just
it's
bag
not
it.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Bag those weeds, girl. Hey, you ready to do some early bird trivia? I have a fantastic head scratcher of a question for bragging rights this morning, Amy.
Okay.
All right, so
Let's go.
the average person has about 12 of these in their house, and they very rarely, or actually never, ever buy new ones.
Really?
Yeah. But the
12?
average person has about 12 of these in their home.
Okay, so
Rarely, if ever. I'm gonna have to say rarely, if ever, do they buy new ones. But there's
okay,
12 of
so
them in their home right now. The average
if
person.
they have 12 of them in their home right now and they
Mhm.
never really buy
Just
new ones,
very rare,
is it something
very.
that you get as wedding presents or something? Why would you have 12?
Well, see, now you're asking questions that aren't fair to ask. You've just got to
Well,
think
I'm
for a
just
minute,
trying
maybe
to
take some
narrow this
shots.
down.
Good morning, Kim. No,
I don't know.
no, I don't think you'd get one as a wedding present. I
Okay,
don't
so
think you would.
but you have 12 because you thought there was a need to buy 12? They
Probably
come
not.
in a pack of 12?
They might.
Oh, mm, okay. It's some sort of yard tool.
No,
No?
no.
Okay.
That's all you're getting. Now hush.
Okay.
All right, we're
Mm.
taking guesses on our stream at
Fly
B1053
swatter.
on Facebook.
That's a good
We're
one,
also
Doug.
taking calls at 699-1053. You can, if you're streaming on the YouTube, you can answer there as well. I can see all the answers, and we'll find ourselves a winner. It's Bragging Rights Early Bird Trivia. The average home has 12 of these right now, and you will very rarely, if ever, buy new ones. What are we talking about? It's Bragging Rights Early Bird Trivia with Pollard and Dave.
Hey,
We have a
Kim.
winner.
Kim Hornsby, thank you so much.
Which one do you think it is,
We love
Amy?
you.
You got a winner.
Fly swatter,
Nope.
towels.
Nope.
It's ink pens?
It is the ink pen.
Oh. You know what? I have so many more than 12 of these.
Yeah, but
I
you're
have
not average.
probably 3 times that.
But you're not
Oh,
average.
yeah, I know.
Here's
I'm a
the
little
thing.
extra.
I was thinking, now I have bought some ink pens, but I bought 3 in the past, I don't know, 10 years. All of
Yeah, I
my
don't buy 'em
I can
either.
tell you right now, every other pen in my house except for those 3 have some kind of marketing BS.
Yeah. Mine come from the bank.
Yeah.
Every time I go through the little drive-through and the little spindle thingy, that's what I do. The pen, I forget to put the pen back in there.
Yeah. Oh, you forgot. That one
Well,
feels
that's
good. I'm
why
gonna forget to put this one
they
back.
have them in there.
I like
That's
the
why
way
they
this
have 'em.
one feels in my hand. I'm gonna forget this one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wayne,
we
we're
know,
on it.
Wayne.
We've got
Wayne,
our
we
engineer
got
on
we
it, buddy.
got our
Appreciate it.
engineer all over it this morning. We working. We
Brother
working.
Ricky. Go Ricky. Brother Ricky. Look at there. Barbara brings them home every
Bring 'em
day.
home every day. There you go.
I tell you what, I'm not opposed to, I'm not saying I'll steal a pen.
I will if I like it. I mean, I'm just being honest. The only ones I won't steal are the ones that somebody tapes to those long flower stems or something at restaurants. You know, they'll put a long
I'll
flower
take it if
stem.
I like it.
I mean, I have a certain kind of ink pen that I want to write with. Y'all
I
want me
do
to tell
too.
y'all?
Those are the ones that I bought. It is the
I got one.
Parker Jotter.
No, here is mine.
Oh no.
This ink pen right here
Yeah. What is that?
is. Do you see how fat that tip is?
You like it fat, don't you? You like a fat tip?
I like to write. This one, this particular brand is the Bic
Uh-huh.
Velocity,
Okay.
and it's the 2.0, I think.
Okay.
Anyway, it's got to be the. I don't like a fine point. I like the points that are really fat. So I'm
you
very
mean?
particular about my ink pens, and I went and bought a pack of these probably a couple months, well, 4 months ago, probably right before COVID. Yeah, that's my favorite. So if I pick up your ink pen and it's fat, it's a fat ballpoint writing ink pen, it's probably going home with me
Good
unless you got
morning.
a flower taped to it or something.
Barbara likes the G2. Michelle, that
Good morning, Pam. How are you?
steals hers from work.
Yeah. Don't y'all all be trying to act like y'all don't take no pen from work. Y'all know even if it's by accident, y'all got a gazillion of them things at home from the bank and
I'm going to show
work,
you
and
guys most ultimate pen. Just chill.
you need to go get your phone.
Get my phone.
Yeah,
Yep.
is it on the
Right here.
windowsill? Oh,
I got my phone.
I figured you were doing the sun.
No, you missed it. Sorry.
I missed it. Sorry. My
We already
bad.
put out that. Trying to find a picture of the best pen ever in the whole wide world.
There you go. Feel free to keep the pen. That's because of the COVID-19. They're not wanting everybody sharing the pens.
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. Having some fun with early bird trivia. And we're getting a lot of great guesses, and we have had a lot of great guesses on our stream. We are live on B1053 and on YouTube at Wiregrass Radio. Our winner this morning, Barbara Guthrie. Well done, Barbara. The correct answer was ink pen. The question this morning, the average household has 12 of these right now and rarely, if ever, buys new ones. And the answer, Barbara got it right, ink pens. And that led into a whole discussion about where you get your ink pens from. And we're finding out most folks steal them from work. I'm just throwing everybody under the bus. Sorry.
Or the bank. Or
Yeah.
the bank.
Yep.
They get them from the bank. But right now, the banks are like, you think of the things during COVID-19.
That's a great promotion. Hey, let me interrupt you. If you're a bank and you're ready for business, why don't you put out an advertisement that says our pens are the best? Come steal from us.
No, do not be a bank and say, come steal from us for anything. No. If you were in our marketing department at the bank, we'd say, we
no,
might
you're out,
hire
Dan.
him. Yeah, no. Not a good idea.
Steal from us. Such and such a bank.
Dr. Sealock. Somehow or another, I had a pen from Dr. Sealock some time ago. I don't know where I got it from.
He's my eyeball doctor. He sees me and my son.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up see what's going on in the world today.
I had a lady at the bank give me a pen, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago. I had actually forgotten a pen, and that's real rare for me. And she sent me one. She goes, you can just keep that. It was a bank pen, but it was also one of those touchscreen doohickeys,
Oh,
yeah. Stylus little thing.
Stylus, yeah. Which I don't use those a lot. Do y'all use those stylus?
She gave it to me, And now I've got a pen in my car. So it worked out.
A pen. He has a pen in his car, and I sit there look like I'm prepping for doomsday. I got like
in the car though, Amy, is they'll leak out. You
Yeah,
ever
if
have
you're not
a leak
careful.
in your car? That sucks now.
Mhm.
I hate to use the S word on
Ooh, Graceland reopens this week, y'all.
it. It sure does.
Tour
Thank
capacity
you
is reduced
very
to
much.
25% and temperature checks at the
He
door.
is great, and his staff is great too, Michelle. That's why I've been going there.
Ooh, rock and roll pioneer Little Richard is going to be buried at Oakwood University in Huntsville tomorrow. Did y'all know Little Richard was going to be buried in Huntsville, Alabama?
Mm-mm. We need to play some Little Richard this Friday now.
Yeah, we do. Ew.
You what?
There's a taco scented fingernail polish. What? That's gross.
I guess when you pick your nose, you won't get hungry.
You pick your nose, you'll be
You'll think that
smelling
you're
like
eating tacos and you won't
tacos.
get hungry.
That makes me want to vomit right now. Ooh, how cool is this? Researchers at the University of Kentucky are working on developing a face mask that could kill the coronavirus on contact. What? That's pretty cool. So if you're sitting there talking to somebody and those splatters of coronavirus when they're talking hit your mask, then your mask would completely destroy the virus. That's way cool. The droplets.
May we all, may we all.
Aw, that's sweet, Michelda. That's so sweet. My eyes are bad. I was telling somebody
You've been
I was
smoking
telling
all
somebody
that weed?
yesterday, Dave. I
What?
was telling somebody yesterday, um, that I in the last 2 months. Uh-oh, where are they?
What are you doing? Your exercise? Did you just decide to start
No,
working out?
I gotta go find my readers. I'm gonna be in slight panic mode. See, that's my problem. This is what I was telling somebody yesterday.
You were telling us.
No, I was telling a
Yes, you
lady.
were.
Yeah, but I was telling somebody last night. I was like, I've gotten to the point that I need readers like in every room, everywhere I go. And this has only been in the last, honestly, 2 months since we've been on quarantine because Dave knows I had started wearing them at the radio station some, but I wasn't where I had to have them. And now I'm like, and so I need to consider doing that surgery, that lens replacement, whatever that is, something, because
You know
I
what?
can't deal with this.
Unless I get to where cataracts or something jack me up, ain't no doctor gonna stick nothing in my eyeballs. No, 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 no. Sorry, love you, doc. I'm sure you're great at what you do, but it's not you. It's not you, doc. It's me.
No, I know.
It's me.
I mean,
It ain't you. It ain't you, doc. It ain't you, man. No,
what does
you want
the
to pull my
face
liver
mask
out?
do?
You can pull my liver out. That's good, but no, doc. Look, hey, it's
You're
not
not
you,
messing with
man.
his eyeballs.
It's me. You ain't gonna mess with my eyeballs.
Um, y'all don't believe that the face mask would actually destroy the coronavirus? It would have to be something really impressive. Like, here's what I'm thinking. If it'll kill the coronavirus on contact, what does it do to the person that's wearing it? There has to be something that sounds not safe about that, right? Or is
I
that,
should be getting my mask this week that I ordered.
I don't know.
Welcome.
Something doesn't sound.
That's right.
I know, Doug.
Mine
I'm
actually
what?
kicked
Let's
in.
see,
Mine
what is
started
today?
actually on my 40th
60
birthday.
days.
It was awful. I was at work
60 days.
and all of a sudden I just couldn't see. And I just walked to Denny Vision. I was so scared to drive. I just walked to Denny Vision and had them check my eyes.
Yeah, I'm about 60 days from 50. Something like that.
Uh-huh.
Look, that's depressing. I don't even
Why?
want to say it.
Why?
It's depressing as heck.
Amy, it's the best part of being alive because all that all the mistakes and crap you made in the past start falling into place, and you learn to spot and avoid and live and enjoy.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, it's the best. It's been
You're
the
not
best for me.
you're not selling me on that. I don't.
It's been the best for me. Now, look, admittedly, I don't have the energy that I used to have, but that's really it. My
But you're
heart,
also a male. I feel like females handle turning 50
yeah, I
differently.
think it's all up here.
I mean, I could just do like
Yeah,
you
it
guys
certainly
and
don't
just
look
go
like
buy
you're
a red
50 years old.
Corvette or something.
50, maybe 45, maybe 40. B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. 637, 67 now on your All Metal Roofing and Siding weather radar this hour. A service of Mark Dunning Industries. And y'all are missing out if you're not watching the stream. Dave is blowing smoke.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
He
just
is
saying,
buttering the bread, y'all.
we're talking about I'm going to be 50 in what, 60
60
something
days. And
days.
I flat out said, Amy, you don't even look like you're pushing 40. And I'm just,
I do. I feel, and I'm feeling it. Listen,
maybe it's because you're lagging a little bit or something. I don't know.
listen, I am feeling every bit of 50, and I'm like, I have to be careful because I'll get depressed about it.
Why?
Like, and I was looking forward to like a real jam up kind of Caribbean vacation or something to kind of, ease into now because of the COVID-19, I'm not going to be able to do that.
That's
We're not
okay.
going to be able to go.
That has nothing to do with how old you are.
No, but it makes me feel better. It makes me feel better about
I'm
it.
trying to tell you that I am in better shape now at 56 than I was at 46.
I'll say that.
I think I'm a wiser person now at 56 than I was at any age prior.
But ladies, would y'all agree that I feel like it's something that women take harder than men at 50? I said
be.
I could do just like guys do. And when I turn 50, instead of just moping about it, just go buy a red Corvette.
Sure. I mean, if that's what floats your boat. I mean,
Midlife crisis, just go buy a
but
Corvette and it makes it
not
better.
all guys do that, Amy.
No, I know.
You're lumping us together. Michelda says here she's earned every year, so she celebrates every year.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like that. I like to think that I learned from my mistakes, and then every year I get a little better and a little better. And here I am in my 50s, in my I don't want to say late 50s, but in my mid 50s, and it's, I don't want to say the wisdom's kicking in, okay, because I don't want to come off like I'm a wise or anything like that. But I find I'm making fewer mistakes because I'm taking fewer risks.
That's what it is. It's not that you've gotten wiser. It's just that you aren't taking any risk.
No,
See,
you know,
when
I
you
ride
get,
that trail like a teenager.
you
And if that ain't
do.
risky, I don't know what is.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to bump your head one day,
Be all
and
right.
then
I
you're
wear a
going to
helmet,
find
though.
yourself in the hospital, and you're going to have jello dripping down your chin and not know who anybody is.
But you'll be there. You'll be
And,
there to wipe
and
it
you
off.
won't know who I am.
That's all right. You look good.
You're so funny. That's funny. Look, y'all, and he does. He rides that trail like a dang 15-year-old, and he's going to bump his head.
That's all right. I wear a helmet. I wear the
Yeah,
best
that's
helmet.
good.
I wear the best helmet on the market. I don't wear the most expensive helmet on the market. I wear the
Females
top
freak
rated.
out over turning 20, then 30 and 40 and then 50. It doesn't matter after that. You're right, Doug. You're right. We freaked out over turning 20 because we were close to 21. That wasn't a freak out. That was like an excited thing. What? Okay. Hold up.
What?
We have a little minor hold up. We need a cleanup crew. Hold on.
Oh man. But what do y'all think? The older I get, and I am 56. Hey, Joey. Hey, Ryder. Good to see y'all this morning. Yeah, I've got lots of cards. I throw them away, Mike. That's kind of not ready for it. That's like diving in head first. I'm not quite there yet. I'm easing in. I'm probably about shoulder deep on the AARP. You know what I mean? I'm like, sure, I've been easing in. I don't want to dive into AARP yet. Yeah, I'm about shoulder deep before I submit. That's awesome. But what do you think? I don't know who's older on here. I don't know what anybody considers old. I tell you this, the closer you get to 50 and 60, the younger those years look. Oh, man, I still got to get that pen. I'll show you the best pen there is. Been, let's see. I got to get a large picture. They're just showing me. All the pictures that I found are really small. Oh, there we go. Okay. Best pen in the whole wide world, right here. So I'll let you know if I fall apart, maybe you can serve for your next birthday. Thanks, Doug. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Doug, you don't look like you're even good for you, Mike. Never give up, man. Doug, you certainly don't look like you're 57. I would not have thought that at all. All right, so Amy, here it is. The best pen in the whole wide world, the only pen that I have spent actual money on. You ready? There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Parker Jotter.
Huh.
Is the best pen.
Do they have it in 2.0?
In what?
In like the 2.0 point. Like the fat point.
They do have a fine point. I don't know what they.
No, not fine. I need the bold.
Well, see, it's not a felt tip. It is a.
No, mine's not a felt tip. It's a
It's
roller
not.
ball.
Probably not. But it's more about how the pen feels in your hand as opposed to the ink performance is always perfect and it's not too big and it's not too small.
Yeah.
Hand in hand is what it is. Joey's 50.
And I'm at the point now where I have a successful
a
business.
lot more
great
stuff
bunch
from his
of guys
grandchildren. See,
yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Y'all, like men, handle it so much better. Like y'all don't freak about it.
What's to
Like
freak about?
we freak out.
But what's to freak about?
Because like if you live to be 100, which most of us do not, half of your life is over. And if you're not going to live to be 100, which most of us are not, then more than half your life is over. That's
Okay.
depressing. That's just depressing.
That's not depressing to me. If you live a good life, what could be depressing about it?
I mean, because you want to keep living that good life. Right? Speaking of which,
I will tell you, there's the time of the season.
I was having some chest pain yesterday. I'm just
Look at Ecclesiastes.
Okay, I will, Dave. I was having some chest pain yesterday, right? So I took my blood pressure. My blood pressure was 94/64. Something like that. Is that normal? That's not normal? That's too low?
It's not normal. Mine's usually like 115 over something.
Right. Mine
And
is like normally
Doc always, he
110 over.
he listens to my heart and always shakes his head and he goes, "Man, you're so healthy. It's crazy." Hey,
So
Carl.
what does 94/64 mean?
Man, I don't know.
That's your normal, Angie. Mine is never that low. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad or what. I was like, okay, I think I'm still kicking.
I'd be worried.
Thanks, Dave. Well, I was like trying to.
I'm just messing with you.
I was just trying to figure out 94/64 seems low.
I'm just messing with you. I think it's the hoops.
I don't know. I don't have on hoops today.
Oh, sorry. I think it's your earrings.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know,
Yeah.
Angie. Amy eats a lot of salt.
No, I don't. I eat a lot of sugar, but not a lot of
You
salt.
adopted a Cabbage Patch, like a Cabbage Patch doll?
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, I have got
Oh,
an
that's cool.
OG.
Those used to be like the coolest things
Amy
ever.
Pollard, let me tell you what I have in my secret stash at the house, complete with adoption papers.
What?
OG, first year,
Who?
ever.
What's OG?
Original gangsta.
I don't know what that is.
I'm talking about, I've got a Cabbage Patch Kid made by the man who invented Cabbage
No,
Patch
you
Kid.
don't.
Yes, I do. Signed adoption papers and everything.
Dave,
I am not even joking you.
you wanted a Cabbage Patch?
No, my mom got it years and years ago, and when I was going through her stuff, I found it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I kept it, and maybe thinking that Sam might need an extra year in college or a down payment on a house or
And
something.
how much would one of those things go
I
for?
have no idea. But this is hand stitched, hand painted.
Here, let me do this. I'm fixing to Google it.
eBay it. It's the red curly haired one. I can't remember her name.
OMG. Okay, let me do this real quick.
It's the red curly headed one.
Angie, I'm gonna try that for sure because that does make sense. Red head Cabbage Patch.
What was the guy's name? Like Xandery or Xavier or
Oh,
something?
$152. Jesmer. This one's name is Jesmer. Is this it? The redheaded one like that?
No, mine's older than that. That's a factory made one. Mine's way older than that.
Oh, yours looks like this one.
Yes, more like that. Yep.
That thing's ugly. That thing's worth $14.99.
Xavier Roberts. That's right. It's got her.
This is a 1982. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl, and it was probably from late 70s, early 80s, whenever we first did them.
You gotta go right now.
What are you going now? What are you doing now? Oh, it's the baby.
Look at him. Dave, you got to do the devotion.
He's getting so big. Oh, wait. Great. Only 50 seconds. That's all.
Look,
thanks, James. You're the best.
Big. He is. Look at how fat his little cheeks are.
I am muting you. You've made me angry.
I can do it. Hold on. Look at him. This is a sweet boy. Say, hey, everybody. He's changing by the minute. Changing by the minute. I can do it, Dave.
B1053, Pollard and Dave in the morning. Billy Carrington must be doing something right. Good Tuesday morning to you. It's 6:50, 67 on your All Metal Roofing and Siding Weather Radar. This hour is a service of our good friends at Mark Dunning Industry. It is 6:50. You know what time it is.
It's time for Pollard and Dave's Daily Devotion, proudly brought to you by Saliba Construction and Southern Outdoor Sports on B1053.
Southern Outdoor Sports. If you're going to the lake like Amy wishes she was doing, you need to go to Southern Outdoor Sports. Get yourself a whole new box of tackle. They know what to take to the lake. I promise you. This morning, we're going to go to 2 Timothy 1, 6, and 7. For this reason, I remind you to fan into the flame the gift of God, which is in you through the laying on of my hands. For God gave us a spirit not to fear, but of power and love and self-control. Fear is an issue that seems to impact all of us in some form or fashion. Fear of failure, rejection, not measuring up, fear of death, especially now, of being alone, the fear of suffering. The list really could go on and on. Fear is something that we all wrestle with if we are honest. So what can we do about it? Is there a way to live free from fear? Well, God knew this would be a challenge for us. So throughout his word, he speaks straight to the heart of the matter. How can we live strong and courageous in the face of fear? Well, the answer lies in focus. Realistically, there will never be a time in life completely free of reasons to fear. Life is uncertain. Potential fears are everywhere. So the question we must ask ourselves is this: where are you looking? Are you focused on all the reasons you have to be afraid? Or are you focused on the God who says to us, don't be afraid?
This blessing brought to you by our friends at Saliba Construction.
You did good, Dave. You
There you
did
go.
good.
Thank you. Under the gun. I always do well under pressure, though. You know that.
Yeah, he did good.
There's a Cabbage Patch Baby. Amy, he is really growing.
I guess you can see it.
Yeah.
His little old cheeks are getting full.
All right, let's see here. Warrior Girl. Looks like they're selling for about $300. The OG ones. Or
Oh,
are those the brand new OG ones?
oh
Let me see.
goodness, that was a good burp.
I'm going to work on you.
Oh, another good burp. Hey, hey, buddy. 2 good burps this morning. Say hey, everybody. Say hey. Say hey, Uncle Dave.
Hey. Oh, I'm an uncle. Cool.
Uncle Dave.
Hey. Look at you. You're all awake. He's getting big. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
he's getting big. Wow. You're welcome, Michelle. I've got a great go-to site that always has encouragement.
Say, one day I'm going to be sitting at this microphone.
Look at that baby. Look at that baby.
Goodness gracious. Hey, little buddy. So sweet. Say, this is a bright light in here. And I got him to burp twice. He's good to go. He's good to go. He burped twice. Look. Say bye, Unky Dave.
Bye.
Say bye. Say, look how wide awake I am.
No, you're so wide awake and big.
He is getting big.
Good morning, Cindy.
Dare him.
All right, so I'm looking at one from 83, pretty close to what I got, except it's got the original box, which I don't have, $7,000.
What? I need to see what yours looks like. Put it on. Is it in the box?
Mine is not in the box, no.
Show me what yours looks like.
Here's one from I'm looking on eBay to see if there's one that's similar to it. Here's one $4,000.
I see one for $880. Is yours a girl or a boy?
It's a girl. Here it is. It looks like this little girl right here.
Let me see. I want to see. Thank you, Cindy. None of the ones I'm looking at are worth that much money. Oh, in the little blue dress?
Yeah.
It looks like that in the little blue dress. And that one's $4,000.
4,500.
Mint condition.
Mine would probably sell for about $2,000 less, I'm thinking.
That's crazy. We're talking about Cabbage Patch Kids, like the
And I've
dolls.
got one.
Dave
What's
has
weird is
one.
I have one.
He has one because his mom actually had it from years ago, and so
And
Dave.
yay me for having the wherewithal to think that might be worth something and snatching it up before before Jason came and cleared the house out.
Yeah, that way he you know, I was doing this the other day when I was looking at the Alabama, what is it? Paleontological
Paleontological
yeah,
Society.
whatever. Where these people are on there every day and they're posting, great find today. I found this, and they'll have
Appreciate
pictures
that.
of all these different things that they found. And there is no telling actually how many times I have like seen something in the dirt or been like looking at rocks and go, oh, this is a cool rock. Throw
Yeah.
it down. It's probably worth $5,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a matter of finding something and knowing what you have in that find, right?
Right.
How many of us would actually find something like that and know that it was something? Like
Right.
I'm the world's worst to go to garage sales or yard sales, and there's no telling how many things at yard sales that I found that are probably worth something, but I thought it was junk. So I just didn't get it. Y'all know what I'm talking about? We've all done that.
Yeah.
Thank you, WFFMM 86. Appreciate that so much. Crystal Gale puts stuff on eBay sometimes. I bought a Cabbage Patch from her a few years back. She signed the shoe. It's still in the box.
Girl, your hoops
That's
are
cool.
jacking the broadcast up.
It's not my hoops because these aren't hoops.
Well, it's something. You are lagging and blurry and stuff.
Hey, Zane.
Hey, Zane. How are
Let
you
me
this
get off
morning,
my-
buddy?
I know what it might be. I'm on my Wi-Fi.
Take care of your daddy now. And mind him.
You got to mind daddy.
Mind your daddy.
3 years old. That's so cute.
Yeah.
So cute. That's your buddy right there. That's your pal.
My son turns 18 in a week and a half.
Yep.
He's so growny.
Ooh. So wedding venues are closed right now. Marriage licenses are set to expire. One Florida courthouse has stepped up to help happy couples that want to tie the knot. They got drive-through ceremonies. Yeah, I'll take one catalog order bride and give us a 15-year license to go with that. Wouldn't it just be a little bit better to just put off the wedding ceremony till you can
I ain't getting
actually
married, so it ain't on my mind. Oh, you're welcome.
drive-through marriage, y'all? Come
They
on.
do it in Vegas all the time. Y'all want the news or not?
That's the little chapel. Yeah, you can do the news.
1053.
Good morning, Wiregrass. I'm Carmen Fuentes with your hometown news leader headlines. Cottondale residents will be under a water boil notice today. The notice will start this morning at 7 due to a water line repair and will cover several streets. City leaders say all water used for drinking, cooking, making ice, brushing teeth, or washing dishes should be boiled at a rolling boil of 1 minute. They say you can also use bottled water. The notice will remain in effect until a bacteriological survey shows the water is safe to drink. School systems around the state are considering plans for reopening in the fall, including Dothan City schools.
Not
Monday
my
night,
hearing.
the board kept a plan for reopening as scheduled on the table, while also leaving the door open for Dr. Phyllis Edwards to delay the start if needed. And Dothan City Schools is also offering free COVID-19 antibody testing for its employees.
What?
It's happening this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3
But look, it's
p.m. at
starting to
the
clear up
Alabama
already.
clinics on Highway 52. The testing will be voluntary for
No, it
all
is not.
employees. There should be no out-of-pocket costs for the tests, and results will not be shared with the Dothan City School Administration. Employees will need to provide their insurance
Fishing
card to
lures.
the clinic staff upon arrival. Cottondale residents will be under a water boil notice today. The notice will start this morning at 7 due
Girl,
to
I'm gonna kill him.
repair and will cover several streets. From your
It's not
hometown
my
news leader,
earrings.
I'm Carmen Fuentes.
This
It is
I'm
not my earrings. Look, Dave made me take my fishing lures out.
You know, I'm just teasing you. You know, I'm just teasing you. Every
You made
time.
me
all
take
I'm
out my
doing is
earrings
teasing.
for nothing. Is
Yeah.
that much better? How's that much better, Mike? Are you on the Dave train or what? How's that better? Because I took my earrings out. How is that better? Was it causing the screen to like focus on my earrings or something?
No, sweetie, we're messing with you.
No, Mike is being funny. Mike is like trying to make me think these earrings had something to do with it. There's no way. See, it took y'all all day yesterday to figure out, and I tried to tell y'all from the start it was the color of my shirt that was causing the problems yesterday. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. I'm also telling you today that my fishing lures have nothing to do with my screen lagging. I think it was because I had my Wi-Fi on my phone right next to my computer.
Well, you
And
need to turn the Wi-Fi off on your phone because you're.
See, Mike says I'm not lagging.
Yeah, but you're all blurry. You look like a blob.
Do I look like a blob to y'all, or is that Dave's screen? That might be your screen.
It might be, but I don't think so.
I look clear on my screen.
Let me see. I'm gonna look on Facebook and see.
Do I look clear on y'all's screen?
Let me look. We're like a bad Saturday Night Live skit. You know that?
I know. It's the truth.
All right, here we go.
Screen. That might be your
All right, I'm
screen.
looking on Facebook, Amy. I'm gonna show you what I see on Facebook. Okay.
I look clear on my screen.
Let me see. I'm gonna look on Facebook and see.
Do I look clear on y'all's screen?
Let me
I
look.
am blurry? Really?
There. Look. Bad Saturday Night Live.
What's making me blurry today? I know. It's the truth. Hold on.
See? Just log in and log back out. It won't take you 2 seconds. That usually fixes it. B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. 68 now on your all metal roofing and siding weather radar. This hour, a service of our good friends at Covenant Care Hospice. It is 4 minutes after 7 o'clock with Garth Brooks. B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. 68 now on your all metal roofing and siding weather radar. This hour, a service. Let me turn this off. Sorry. Care Hospice. It is 4 minutes. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, she's going to log in and log out. That should fix it. That usually does. Y'all, making her take her earrings off, it just gives me the greatest joy in the world. It has nothing to do with interference or anything. It's just, it tickles me. Hey!
I don't know.
It's still a little blurry, but not as bad as it was.
I don't know.
Is there other people using like streaming devices? You see, it's worse now. Whatever you did you turn the Wi-Fi off your phone and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't my. See, everybody saying blurry, blurry, blurry.
It's blurry, girl. I can't help it.
I don't know what
Can't
it
help
is. Okay, let's
See?
do this.
Here, look.
Hold on. Let me go to. I'm gonna try something different. Y'all look. Y'all have to. Am I blurry when I'm on my green screen? Dave?
Yeah.
If I'm on my green screen, is it blurry?
You're now lagging.
Like, if I'm on my green screen, is it blurry?
Yes.
It is blurry.
Yes. Blurry and Cottonwood guy just flat out said it. He says it's just jacked up.
Oh. And I already rebooted. I don't know what it is. Got my green screen. Let me see.
Mike wants to go to the beach instead of Lake Eufaula.
Hey, you want?
We're not. We're back on. Looks like we're back on the air.
Whoop, whoop.
Yay, Ricky. Well, we're coming in and out, it looks like. No, we're not playing any rap music.
What y'all playing? Oh.
You are so lagging.
Hey, send me another request.
There you go. There you go. Now you're back.
Is that better?
Weird. Say something.
Hello?
Okay,
Hello?
you're back on track.
Okay.
And you're clear again.
Maybe it's the screen that
Is there anybody in your house that might be using Wi-Fi? Looking at their Facebook or whatever? But you're back in...
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh, our transmitter was having issues this morning, and Brother Ricky, the master of disaster, has fixed it.
Yay. Okay, so maybe that's better. I don't know.
Doug Applin. Oh, my gosh.
What'd he say?
I'm not telling.
Well, I don't see it on here.
Because he texted me.
Oh, Doug. Dougie.
Did you put your earrings back on? Is that what it was?
No.
I'm telling you.
You don't tell me that you think
Look,
that was. I changed my screen.
Right now. Ask everybody right now to check and tell them how crystal clear. Good morning, Ashley.
Yeah, y'all, but it's not because of my earrings. It's because I changed my
earrings off. Everything's gotten better.
No, but I went back to my black screen.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Y'all stop, Dave.
I'm telling you the truth.
It is not my fishing lures. Now you're gonna make me mad if you make me
that are online right now. Tell her that it's crystal clear and that's as clear as it's ever been.
Y'all tell him it was not because of my earrings.
Put those earrings on and let's see.
If it's because of these earrings, I'm gonna die. Watch. Look, Dave, are you messing with me? I'm gonna knock you out. You're just doing this to aggravate me.
Come on. You got to put them both in. Put the other one in. You got to put the other one in.
Dave,
what?
did you say you have no idea how happy this makes me that she can't wear those earrings? Did you say that? Because somebody just told me you said that. Are you serious right now? It might be. They are reflective. It could be messing.
B1053 is Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. I am having such fun with Amy as we're doing this safer social distancing streaming live on the Facebook and live.
So we're having a fight about these dang earrings of mine because they're like, I say they're like fishing lures. They look like fishing lures. And my screen was lagging this morning. They're telling me it's because of my earrings. So I took them out and changed my background. And now it's all clear again. And they're saying it's because I took my earrings out. But I think it's because I changed the background. So now Dave's got me putting my earrings back in. And somebody told me that Dave said, you have no idea how happy this makes me that you can't wear those earrings. Somebody just told me that.
I got flat out busted. I've been trying to get Amy
Somebody
to take her
busted
earrings
you.
on and off every morning since we started streaming. And
Yeah.
today it's just been a banner day for me. It's been great.
So you really pulled that one off because there is not to do with my earrings.
It has nothing to do with your earrings.
Dave, I'm going to knock you out. The next time you see me, it's going to be through swollen eyeballs. He's such a butt. And y'all let him do that to me? What kind of friends are y'all? I thought y'all had my back this whole time. Yeah. Y'all are
morning
not
that
my
I have
friends.
told you, every morning that I've told you that it was your earrings, Amy, I was just totally messing with you every single morning.
Well, the only reason why I halfway believed it is because when I was filming reality TV, when I had my hoops on, the producers would say, every time you move your head, the sound like goes to that. Like it
Yeah, because you're
distracts.
probably close to your making noises.
Yeah, microphone. My microphone would be right here.
Oh,
and
Amy,
it
please
would.
don't be upset. That was so much fun.
I'm so mad.
Doug said he'd give me $5 if I could get you to put some hoops on.
I probably would have done that. If Doug Applin. Okay, I got you. I got you. And I probably would have done that because yesterday we fought about. I was right yesterday about the peach shirt, and they did not want to listen to me. So, yeah. Yeah, and I probably would have gone back there and got a whole different pair of earrings just for y'all because y'all made me think it was that. Y'all are wrong for that. I fell for it. I will not fall for it again. I see the guys all sticking together. Where are my girls? Where are my girls
Girls
at?
are the ones who threw me under the bus. What do you mean? Your girlfriends are the ones who chucked me under the bus.
Cindy tried to tell me, but really and truly, my daughter busted you out from the living room.
Did she?
She was like, he told everybody. He told everybody that he was happy you weren't wearing those earrings. I was like, no, he didn't. Yeah.
Oh,
she totally busted you out.
That is so great, Amy Pollard. This has been the best. Oh, I'm laughing.
Yeah, whatever. I probably would have gone and changed. Y'all, I got to tell y'all something. Can I share with y'all if I'm mad about something?
Sure.
Can I talk to y'all about this? Because I'm really frustrated about this. So, this whole Florida thing and the not renting because we're a condo. But yet, the Best Western and these hotels right down the road are all renting. But they're right down the road. They're on the same little quarter.
It's big lodging. It's big lodging.
What do you mean?
It's a big, lobby group, isn't it?
There's 450 condos in my complex. That hotel ain't bigger than we are.
But see, that hotel is owned by a guy who owns a lot of other hotels.
Yeah, well, that's where lawsuits come in because you can't discriminate against one group if you're allowing another group to rent. Like I got people calling me saying, "Hey, have you got a condo I can rent the weekend?" I'm like, "No, the governor's not letting us rent right now." And they're like, "Oh, all my friends are down there. They're in condos. They're all already down there in condos. Well, I got family down there in condos." Well, how the heck are they renting? Are they just going against the law and just renting? Or like, why are we?
If it was a cash deal, Amy, there's no way to prove that they're renting or they're not just.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's commercial versus local business, I guess. I don't know. That's why you got these gym owners and these hair salons that are going, you know what? I'm not closing. Come arrest me.
In Panama City Beach, right?
Hmm?
For every empty condo, how many beer sales does that affect? How many restaurant visits does that affect?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All of it.
Sense.
I just don't understand. Like, that's just It's ridiculous. I mean, if everybody was closed, that'd be one thing. But when everybody's not closed, how are you letting Best Western and Days Inn and all these little hotels on the beach rent, but not the condos? It makes no sense to me. Absolutely none. It's making me crazy.
BRB.
Makes you want. I've got a couple of friends that own at the same place that we own, and they filed a lawsuit against the governor. I mean, they've got a group that's filed a class action suit against the governor. I don't know what good that's going to do, but you can't just. I don't know how you can dictate from one to the other that they can be open, but you guys can't be open. It just makes no sense to me. Struggling with it because I'm one of those kind of people that doesn't like to go against the rules, but at the same time, there's got to be some common sense about all of it too. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of makes it. Mark Cuban, Shark Tank, is suggesting that American families should be given $1,000 every 2 weeks with the stipulation they have to spend it. Huh? And who's going to give every American family $1,000 every 2 weeks? Where's that money going to come from?
They keep printing it. Why? Just print some more.
You tried to reserve a place, not a hotel.
What up, man?
See?
What's up, bro?
It's all you.
Yep.
Get it.
You all right?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Good morning, Timothy Watson.
Good morning.
Amothy.
Lord have mercy, Tim.
Hey,
My
Tim,
eyeball did
Hey.
my eyeball did the Tim Watson last night.
Ah.
My eyeball went.
Give me that game.
What'd y'all just say?
B1053, Pollard and Dave, Brad Paisley, another one of the big headliners at this year's 2020 Gulf Coast Jam Country on the Coast. Remember to go to gulfcoastjam.com and get your tickets right now. It's going to be a big old show. 68 on your All Metal Roofing and Siding weather radar this hour. Service of Covenant Care Hospice. On the phone with us, one of our favorite folks to talk to about this time every morning. It's Tim, the Rate Shaker Watson. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning.
Tim, he is the man. He's the mortgage man. And in case y'all didn't know, I'm telling you, doing more business in the Wiregrass area, putting more people in homes for the first time in their lives than anybody in the Wiregrass area. And I'm telling you, this is what I tell folks, Tim, when they call me and they say, listen, I've been trying to get a mortgage for about a year now. I've been thinking about doing this, this, and this. And I was told, that I couldn't do this because of this. You know what I simply say? Here's what I'm going to tell you straight up. If it can't be done by hometown lenders, it can't be done, period, by anybody else. We get loans all the time or clients all the time that have already gone somewhere else. And for whatever silly reason, they can't. And I think a lot of times it's just because the lender just doesn't want to do the extra work. And they tell them, oh, we can't get this done because of this. And we'll call Tim and we'll say, Tim, they were told so-and-so. And he'll go, what? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And we're like, bring your stuff over here and I cannot tell you the numbers of people that have gotten their loans done by hometown lenders after leaving somewhere else and being told it couldn't happen.
Yeah, I tell you what's funny is dealing with, our preferred realtors. We've pure got them spoiled. They'll be on the listing side of a sale now, and the buyer will be using another lender. And my realtor will be calling me every day and said, good Lord, you believe it's been 45 days and we still ain't closed.
That's rough. And it doesn't have to be that way.
Hyperventilating Tim. That is not a pretty picture.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can't deal with it. If it ain't, when we hit that 14 days, somebody better be telling me we got a closing scheduled.
That's right. That's the truth. So, Tim, if there's somebody out there listening this morning that's been thinking about it, like maybe during this quarantine, I don't think anything makes you realize that you need a house more than quarantine.
Oof.
I mean, can you imagine being in quarantine for 14 days, 30 days, 2 months in an apartment?
Oh yeah, you seen that commercial where they're talking to this couple and they say, well, we have a clogging problem.
Yes.
And it shows the people upstairs that are doing the
They're
clogging.
all clogging. Yeah. Yeah, it's hilarious. Can you
I wonder how many folks. The biggest thing I think about is, because I've got my grandbaby staying with us for a while. Where Courtney and them's having their house built, and Johnny and I'll be in our room, and all of a sudden I'll hear Isabel, running across the stairs upstairs, running across the floor upstairs. Then I'll hear Cruz running. Say, Lord have mercy. Could you imagine being in an apartment and having that going on every minute?
Well, they'd have to run around and around your bed because you wouldn't have that much space.
Yeah.
You got to have your own space. I mean, you got to have your own place. You got to have your, in an apartment, you can't change the colors. You can't do any of that stuff. So you have to take it just like it is.
Right.
And there's so many people now that are calling saying, hey, I want to cash out and do some renovations to my house. I want to repaint it. I want to, add on a room, stuff like that. So that's stuff you can do when you own it.
And I'm going to tell you right now, if you've never been a homeowner, right now, I don't know what's going on, Tim, other than the market, and people are just like seeing how easy it is to be a homeowner right now. They're snatching up the new home sales all over the Wiregrass area. Y'all know my husband and I are home builders, and we've got, I had a realtor contact me yesterday saying, hey, have y'all got any 4 bedrooms? Because we have zero inventory in the Dothan market right now. Just brand new homes in general, people are snatching them up because the interest rates are hanging around. Where are you at with your latest locks that you've had on your loans, Tim?
Do what now?
Interest rates on the latest loans that you've locked.
Mid to upper threes.
There you go. So it's still good. It's still great.
Oh, yeah.
You got to think this time last year, y'all, we were locking in 5s and 6s. 5s. I mean, I've got people that I did loans for. I've got a sheet right now where they're at, like, I'm looking right now, 5.1, 5.2, 5.5, 4.8. So if you're any of these folks, you need to be looking at a refi. And if you're in an apartment right now, it's definitely the time to be a homeowner. You should be doing everything you can to be locking in a home right now before things start. And they will. The economy's going to pick back up. The interest rates are going to go back up. So, and you're going to be saying, I wished I would have done a refi.
Yeah, I had a gentleman call me yesterday about doing a refi, and he said, I just wondering if it's worth it. I'm at 5.5 right now.
Ooh.
And I was like, is it worth it? So we got to messing with the numbers. So we ended up, you ready for this? He had 27 years left on his mortgage. We ended up dropping him to a 15-year mortgage, and his payment went up $90.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
10 years off the life of the mortgage.
That's crazy, y'all.
Yep.
Wow.
Who doesn't want to do that?
That's amazing.
That's going to save him thousands and thousands of dollars over the life of that mortgage loan. Y'all, this is what we're talking about. You need to see what your options are. You need to see about refinancing or even getting into that new home right now. And all it takes is filling out an application. That's where it all starts. So where do they go to fill that application out, Tim?
Go to mortgagemantim.com, click on the Our Team tab. It'll have a picture of every one of our rate shakers. Click on your favorite rate shaker. It'll take you to their application, fill it out, and we will take it from there.
Hey, it's easy, y'all. Once again, it's mortgagemantim.com. Remember, Hometown Lenders is your equal housing lender, MLS 65084. Thank you, Tim Watson.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, Cheryl. But that makes no sense. So why is the Best Western or the Days Inn able to have those people come and rent, but the condos can't? It's not. It's not that. You got people Like the people that called me yesterday are from Tennessee. Well, all the Tennessee people are already down there, and these guys were just wanting somewhere to go to be with their family. Their family's already down there, so they're already renting. But yet I can't rent to the people from Tennessee. The deep pockets of the hotels, and it don't make sense since she said people are begging her to do it under the table. Wow. Yeah. Something's got to change. Something's got to change with that. Like I said, there's some folks filing class action lawsuits against the governor for discriminating. I don't see how you can actually get away with allowing hotels to do it and not condos. Crazy. All right, Dave, let's see here what we got. What we got?
I'm looking.
Best states for military retirees. Guess what? Alabama's number 6 on that list. That's good. The data goes from job opportunities for veterans to housing affordability. And Alabama's number 6. Virginia's the number 1 state. Florida's number 2 for military. Ooh, May is Military Appreciation Month. Did y'all know that?
What now?
May is Military Appreciation.
Walt Disney World's about to reopen this week. And all they're doing is posting signs saying an inherent risk of exposure to COVID-19 exists in any public place where people are present. COVID-19 is an extremely contagious disease that can lead to severe illness and death. By visiting Walt Disney World Resort, you voluntarily assume all risks related to exposure to COVID-19.
So what are you trying to tell me?
They're saying that you don't even have to sign a waiver. You just read the sign. And if you get sick at Disney World, there's nothing you can do except get sick.
That's probably the best way you have to handle it for mass. Yeah. For when there's that many people coming in and going out.
That's what I was saying, Karen. When I said big lodging, that's what I was
talking hotels
about. Yeah.
So,
retiring in the military down here in the South. Awesome, Mike. Welcome home, bro.
So, well, how long do we have, Dave, before we go back in?
Plenty of time. Go ahead.
Because I'm gonna bring this up when we go in.
We got just about a minute and a half. Am I the only one?
Yeah.
On the night?
My Pop-Tart this morning. Ooh, it looks like, y'all look. It looks like they missed part of the filling in that one. Where's it at?
What is that?
It's my Pop-Tart missing the filling.
Is that one of them pretzel ones?
Yeah.
They don't have filling. It's all on the top.
No, because look.
Then somebody stole your filling.
That's salted caramel
Somebody
filling.
stole it.
And I am making a straight up mess up in here.
Amy.
Up in here. What?
Somebody stole it.
I know. I know. Y'all, I'm learning how to deal with braces. I know y'all are proud of me because it was a really big ordeal for a long time. Wasn't it, Dave?
Yes.
I've even learned how to speak. When I first got them, what was I doing? I could not talk to save my life. I've gotten much better with them. They're a pain. You got to keep all your food, your Pop-Tarts, your
Here we
everything.
go.
But my teeth are straightening up now.
Come
I've
on.
had them on 2 months, 3 months. Anyway, I had a bottom tooth that was all the way turned, and it's like straight now.
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning, 7:31 this hour of service of our good friends at Covenant Care Hospice. Gorgeous out right now, 68, Amy, on your all-metal roofing and siding weather radar. Avon tells us it's going to get hot today, about 85 under sunny skies.
That's not bad.
Tonight, and we got another chance of rain. Woo-hoo.
Tonight, we got rain?
Yeah.
What's the chance?
We got about, it's going to start off at about 30. It's increasing to about 70, decreasing to about 40. We got a good chance. It's going to be hot with a chance of rain, Amy. I thought we established this.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I would actually welcome some more rain.
I know our farmers
on our
sure
grass.
I know our farmers sure do need.
So listen,
Mm-hmm.
this is so crazy. So this writer wrote into Cosmopolitan,
Mm-hmm.
and she says, my boyfriend made me think he was 10 years younger than he is for an entire year. She said it was his driver's license that gave him away. He told her to pick out a movie on his iPad with his casual passcode is my birthday from the other room. She knew his birth month, but blanked out on the exact date. So she reached into his wallet, grabbed his ID. Turns out he was fully 45 years old.
What?
22 years older than her. Well, she's 23.
Wow.
What? She said, what else could he be lying about? Her whole thing was if he would lie to her about that, and they've been dating for a year, what else would he lie to her about?
Wow.
So how do y'all feel about
Is it
that?
lying? Is not telling somebody something lying?
Like it, she said for a solid year, he made her think that he was 22 years
In her
younger.
opinion. Did he flat out say that he was 22 years younger, or did he just never say what his birthday was?
I don't know. I guess he just kind of gave the impression. It was never really point blank.
Mhm.
I am going to bust you up if you don't tell me exactly how old you are. I don't think it was ever like that.
Yeah,
It was just, oh yeah, I'm young. I'm, and just, yeah, when I graduated high school and whatever year, just playing it off. You got to think she's only 23. He
Yeah.
turns out to be 45 years old. The whole time he was making her think he was 35. So he was pulling off the 35. She could deal with that.
Can I
That
pull
was
off
only
35?
That was no.
Can I pull off 45?
Probably. You could pull off 45.
Nice. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So what I'm asking you guys and gals, if someone lies to you or just doesn't, let's just say, I guess the question is not telling the truth, is that lying, or is it not lying just because you didn't divulge all the correct information? See, I hate this when people try to skate around the edges. To me,
But
I've always
if it was innocent, what if this guy
it ain't innocent, bruh.
No, listen to me. What if this guy fell head over heels with this girl?
Don't care.
And wait a minute. And for the last year, they have been having the time of their lives.
Don't care.
They're head over heels in love with each other. She clearly doesn't care about his age enough to say, hey, what is the exact date that you were born? And
she cared enough that when she found out, she left him.
Well,
I mean, so my thing is why try to skate the truth? Like, in my opinion, when you say, here's my thing, when you don't tell me, if you don't tell me the truth, omitting or skating around it is just as bad as lying to me.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Like, if you don't have anything to hide, just say I'm 45. Hey, girl, we can have a great time. I'm 45. Whatever. She's 23. But don't be trying to make me think you're 35, and then I pull out your driver's license and I see that you're 45. That's like my 23-year-old dating a 45-year-old man. That's creepy. That's
I-
that gets along the edges of, are you that insecure that you have to
I think
not tell the
you're getting
truth?
to something right there. I think you're finally getting close to what's happening.
What?
With the real root of things right there. A guy that
Just
would do
actions.
that.
It's lying.
Yeah, a guy that would do that is clearly insecure.
Yeah. Because truth of the matter is, if she liked you enough to stay with you a year,
Mhm.
it wouldn't have been
wouldn't matter
age
how old.
based.
Right.
Right.
That's
And it
exactly right.
so I can see where she thinks, "Oh my gosh, I've been dating this guy for a year and he's 45 and he's lied to me all this time." Forget it. Like,
Mhm.
what else would you lie about? That's the kind of things that would be going through my mind
Sure.
is if you'll lie about that.
What else don't I know about you would be a better way of saying it.
Yeah. So how do y'all feel about it? 699-1053.
You can give us a call or you can text on our live stream on Facebook at B1053 or at youtube.com. Just go to Wiregrass Radio. I like what Robin's saying here. He just needs to trade her in for a younger model.
Or maybe she needs to trade him in for a younger model. Guys, here's the funny thing about it. Now watch me spin this. You want to see see me spin this?
Of course.
Or I know y'all will spin it. I won't
Yes,
really
we
have to
do.
do it because
Guys,
we
love it
have
when you
a
spin things.
see, here's the thing. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, if a guy was dating a female and thought that she was younger, but found out she was older, he'd be like, go
Okay.
me,
Yeah.
go me. I mean, if he was into this chick long enough to stay with her for a year, guys probably really wouldn't care about the number. Other than some guys might be like, okay, I'm 23 and now I'm dating a 45-year-old woman. She's almost a grandma. Like some guys might be creeped out by that. How, David, you're 23, the 23-year-old Dave, would you have been creeped out by that? Dating a 45-year-old woman? You would have thought you were the man, wouldn't you?
Well,
A younger men like older women sometimes.
I was the man, so.
Okay, guys that are on the stream, how do y'all feel about it? Like, if you were 23 and you found out that this chick was 45, would you be like grossed out by it? Or
I've
would you be
always,
like,
Amy, and this is weird me again. This is just weird me. Okay. But I've always preferred a woman's company over her looks.
mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
But did your 23-year-old self feel that way?
Yeah.
You
did?
did?
There was the horny me. Don't get me wrong. There was the horn dog me. And I'm not going to deny any part of that because it's true and I can't. But ultimately, you got to be with that person for a period of time. And if
Donna says
you
there had to be some point during the year that she saw some signs or around some people that showed her that he was older.
Yeah.
She said, my gosh, he's old enough to be her father.
Yeah.
That's what's kind of gross about it. I mean, that kind of like,
and her friends should have said, hey, how old is that dude?
oh, he's 35. I mean, because he made her believe for a year that he was 10 years younger than that. She only found out he was 45 by pulling his driver's license out of the wallet.
I get it.
Like she wouldn't have even known.
It sounds like there might have been a little deception going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Mike was married to a woman 18 years older than he was.
The key word, Mike, is was. What happened?
We got my wife and I have a 5-year difference.
18 years. That's interesting. So she was 18 years older than you. Okay. How old were you at the time that you married this woman that was 18 years old? Were you 20-ish and she was almost 40? Or were you 30 and she was almost 50? Because that's interesting.
At least it wasn't me that called you.
What? Military.
Ricky walks in, looks like he's been rode hard and left wet.
Military.
Said, at least I didn't call you this morning.
How was that? 18 years is
Donna's right. Donna's right. Her parents should have had, her friends and her parents should have said something. So what? There's a certain Amy. There's a certain part of me wants to believe that she wanted to be deceived, not lied to, but she likes the guy. He was older. She knew that. You know what I'm saying? He might have offered her something before the year was up that caused her to want to stay and stay in love. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm with you, Barbara. 23-year-old's still a teenager. At least I was. I was a straight up teenager till I was about 35.
If you were 24, then she was 42. You were 24, she was 42. So, what was that like, Mike? Did you find that maybe after you got married, it was all cool in the beginning, but then after you got married, the age difference, because that's a pretty extreme age difference. Technically, she was old enough to be your mom. She could have birthed you at 18. So, was the age difference just too much? Did that prove to be too much through the course of the marriage, which eventually led to your being apart? Or I'm just curious, how did it ever really interfere? Because there's a lot of things that come into play with that. Somebody that's 24 and somebody that's 42, like technically you could be going through a lot of different stages in your life. Like she was probably close to being menopausal at that point. Along those lines. And you at 24 were, young fella. So like that, then the social differences, the kind of things that she liked to do or the people she liked to be around versus, just it's interesting. Age didn't matter. It was you being gone in the military. Got it. Yeah. So with you being gone in the military, you probably didn't really have the chances to have a normal marriage anyway. Like constantly together, seeing if those years of difference were really going to affect you. Because if you were gone being deployed and all that, you were married, but you spent a lot of time apart anyway. So you didn't that wouldn't afford you the opportunity to have a quote normal marriage day in, day out to see what differences really or how the age difference really affected you. Yeah. Her oldest daughter was only 3 years younger than you. Yeah. Yeah. That's completely. My mom married a man that was 10 years younger than her when I was 15. So yeah, I can see that. But that's a lot different than 18 years younger. But this dude, complete deception. Yeah.
Sounds like
Just was afraid to tell her he was 45 because afraid he was going to lose her. And that's eventually what happened anyway because he went.
a year is a long time to not know something like that, though.
Yeah.
Which leads me back.
Maybe.
She might have wanted to be deceived for a little bit. He might have been a sugar daddy.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe she wanted. Don't believe she wanted to be deceived. I believe that she really thought he was 35. He probably, Dave, I just told you could pull off 10 years younger than you are.
Thank you.
Easy. So I could probably pull off, I'm fixing to be 50. I could pull off the 40 card.
I think you could pull 40 off easily.
So if I did that, I could be lying to a guy saying I'm only 40 and you would buy into that because 10 years is not that hard to believe. But I don't believe I could pull off the 30 card. I honestly don't believe I could pull off the 30 card. I don't believe you could pull off the 35 card. So if that
we were saying earlier, I have no desire to pull off anything. I'm happy to be 56.
But what I'm saying is I think she easily believed he was only 10 years older than her.
Yeah. And there's some dudes out there that are that are just butts. But there's girls that are butts too. I don't want to crash on all the dudes, but there's hound dogs and there's cougs out there. So
Yeah.
you
Definitely deception. So whatever. I think her packing up and leaving was probably a good thing, because at that point, when you're in a relationship and you lie or you deceive about something, and then they constantly have to question, okay, is he telling the truth? Or is she telling the truth? I don't know if I can believe her or not. It's what kind of relationship you're going to have anyway.
See, Mike thought you were in your 30s.
Dang, Mike. I love you.
B1053, Pollard and David, Sam Hunt's latest.
Angie, that is so true. Evidently, he did not take her around his family or his children.
Yep.
Yeah, because eventually somebody's going to slip up and say something.
Well, them kids are going to be old as her.
Yeah. She'll be like, how you got a 25-year-old daughter and I'm 23?
Ain't in no extreme sports. He might have broke a hip.
Yeah. Either way, it's I don't believe in being deceitful about stuff like that. So guys, if you're watching and you're one of those guys, you don't want to tell a lie or skate around the truth, not even just about your age, about anything. Purposely avoiding telling the truth about something is just as bad as lying about it, in my mind. But then you got people that would make the argument, well, nobody ever directly asked me. No, but if you're kind of skating around the situation too. You know what I mean? I think that's just as bad. Yeah, Angie. Look, my dad was single when I was growing up. And let me tell you something. He was a player. Good looking man. And let me tell you something. Seemed like every weekend he was dating a different woman. And if I was ever around and they were coming to the house, who are you? Where are you from? How old are you? How many kids you got? What you do for a living? Oh yeah. Yeah. Which eventually led to I didn't get to meet them.
You were a blocker.
Mm-hmm.
Your daughter, she's so cute. I'm never coming back.
I'm 15 and I don't know who you are, and I don't think I like you because you acting like a hoochie mama.
Hoochie mama? That's harsh words for a little kid.
I wasn't a little kid. I was 15. See, I already knew.
And you said the word hoochie mama?
Yeah, hoochie mama. Hoochie. Yeah. We all knew what a hoochie was. Hoochies was them women that was chasing my daddy. That's what that was. Yeah,
hoochie mama.
That song, Hoochie Mama, ain't nothing but a hooch mama. I think that was 69 Boys or somebody like that. Sing that song. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Hoochie mama.
If your parents were ever single during a time when you were growing up as a teenager, you know what I'm talking about. There were times when you were like, nuh-uh, I don't like you. I don't like how you're acting around my daddy. You ain't fit for my daddy. No. It was bad. Why my coffee ain't wanting to come out this morning?
B1053, Pollard and Dave in the morning. Sam Hunt, hard to forget. 68 on your all-metal roofing and siding weather radar. This hour, a service of our good friends at Covenant Care Hospice. Amy, she be schooling folks on this internet stuff.
I don't know. Well, we were just talking about kids that grew up with parents that were single.
Yes.
And
I was one of those.
Yeah, and how difficult it is to be a kid with a single parent, and they start dating, and you're not like 5 or 6 years old. You're like 12, 14, 15 years old, and you have an opinion about who these people are and who your parent is dating, and it can affect your parents' relationships because the kids can be very difficult about accepting somebody new in the relationship.
We
I
can't,
didn't do too well with that.
we can't quit our kids like we could a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
No, that's definitely a hard thing. But you know what? I will say this too.
What's that?
Sometimes the kids don't need to have any say so, if you will.
I agree, because kids are
Okay.
kids. They're not grown up.
But if you have older children,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you discredit their opinion when sometimes they see things that you don't see.
That's true. That is
So if
very,
you have
very true.
older children and you're in the dating scene, maybe, just maybe, now sometimes it can be a jealousy issue and the kids just are not going to accept whoever it is, period. But then maybe sometimes it might be kind of smart to sit down with them and say,
Why don't
what
you?
is it?
Yeah. What is,
Yeah.
and
What is
he
it you
might,
don't like?
or she might just let you know.
Huh?
That's interesting. I said the wisdom of children. It's interesting because they can really just come out of the blue and just shock you with some knowledge that even at 56, you're like, wow.
Sometimes they're way
age,
more
you know?
perceptive than we give them credit for
Absolutely.
being. So, that's just a little tip to
Little
you
tip.
single folks.
Little tip for single folks. It's Pollard's dating service with Pollard
Yeah.
and Dave in the morning.
Yeah. It's the truth. Sometimes they make way too much sense, but we're not willing to listen. It's like that, you know what you need to do, but you don't want to do it kind of thing. The kids tell you things sometimes that you don't want to hear,
I hear you.
but you need to hear. Your kids can be brutally honest about a lot of things. Don't ask a kid if you don't want to know. That's what I'm going to tell you.
That's the truth right there.
You'll get your feelings hurt.
That's right. I'll be back in a sec.
That's like asking one of your kids, does this make my butt look big?
Yeah, because they'll tell you.
They will tell you. They'll be like, Mama, you don't need to wear that. That makes your stomach look big. That makes your back look big. That makes your don't be asking, does this look good on me? No. You don't need to wear that. Don't be asking if you don't want to know. What I'm gonna tell you. But you know what? I think we're all guilty of asking sometimes when we already know. Why do we do that? Why are you gonna ask somebody if this looks bad on you when you know that it looks bad on you to start with? But you're gonna ask your kids anyway. You're gonna say, does this look bad? I mean, what you wanting? You wanting them to tell you the truth? You already know. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we're like just undecided about it. But sometimes you know before you ever even ask, and you know it. It's like you want them to tell you. Well, maybe it did look bad, but I was just kind of seeing if maybe I was looking at it wrong. No, you weren't looking at it wrong. Take it off. Don't need to wear that. That's how my kids are. You're not wearing that. That's how Ainsley look at me. You're not wearing that. Why? What's wrong with it? Mom, it looks like a granny. You're not wearing that's the word she tells me. Well, I am a granny. Yeah, but you ain't gonna look like one. You ain't gonna wear that. And which gets me started on a whole nother thing. Because our tastes change as we get older. You gradually get to a point where you wear things that are granny-ish. And it's like, have you ever looked at a shirt in your closet as you get a little bit older? Have you ever looked at a shirt in your closet and said, that is straight up ugly. Why did I even buy that? That looks like a granny. But in that moment of weakness, you bought it and thought it was cute. And it ain't cute. It ain't even cute hanging up on the hanger in your closet. You just wasted that $32. I've done it. And look at it and go, that's when did I become my mother? Y'all ain't saying nothing. I know y'all are with me. I know some of you out there Guys, don't be trying to act like this is just a female thing either. Y'all know y'all wear some stuff when you get older that you wouldn't dare wear when you were 25 years old. Sandals and flip flops is one. I mean, the socks and flip flops is one thing. You wouldn't have never done that when you were 25. Get 45 and you will up with some flip flops and some white socks. And it takes your whole family to have an intervention to get them things off you. Mm-mm. My husband, if I go back there to my closet, as a matter of fact, I might go back there while he's gone this morning and get them things and throw them in the garbage. He bought the most hideous flip-flops you have ever seen in your life about 2 years ago, and I threaten him every time he puts them things on. The next time you pull them things out your closet, they're going in the garbage can. While you're asleep, they are going in the garbage can. I don't know what happened to them. I reckon the dog got them. You left them at somebody's house. They are the most, I don't even know how to describe them. White sliders with neon green dude shooting hoops on it. Toes come off the front, off the edge that far. Don't even fit, like his feet slide all the way past. So when he's walking, his toes are over the top of the flip flops like that. Horrific. I'm telling you, humiliating. We've all threatened. Now that we've been talking about this morning, it really reminds me I need to go find them things in the closet because he ain't seen them since last year. I'm finna throw them things away. I'm finna put them in the burn pile. Or either one of them gonna go missing. Then it don't look like I did anything with it. See, should I get rid of both of them? Because if I get rid of both of them, maybe it's like out of sight, out of mind. He'll never remember it. But if I get rid of one, it looks like an accident.
Get rid of one what?
These hideous flip-flops he's got.
Who? Right.
My husband.
Let's see him.
We're talking about the things that we wear when we get older that we wouldn't have dare wore when we were 25.
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
I
got
quit
clothes from 10
wearing,
years ago. I do too, Mike. I do too. Robin,
I
you
quit
know,
wearing Crocs, y'all.
you
I
know
haven't
what I'm
worn a
talking
pair of
about.
Crocs and I couldn't tell you how long.
I'm just telling y'all, I think these things are gonna have to go missing. I need
What's
to go
ugly
see.
about them?
I need to go see if they're back there in the closet. That's what I need to do, so I can
What's
show
so
'em.
bad about them? Let's see them.
Dave. They are horrific. They're white with like got this neon green dude shooting a hoop, like
Yeah.
yeah, and they're sliders, and
Nice.
so they're too big. So when he slides his foot in them, his toes go over the edge of the.
Oh,
flip.
that would drive me slap crazy.
It is horrible.
That would drive me
It's
slap crazy.
embarrassing. It's humiliating. Yeah, you get rid of one. There you go. Thanks, Robin. Get rid of one, and then I don't know what happened to the other one. I don't. It's not in there.
What you need to do is go
Go
say, I don't know, Ron.
Go dig through your closet. Just go look because you know you
What
ain't
you need to
looking.
do
Never
is
look.
let him do that and say, come on, let's just go get you a new pair. And then you can pick out the pair.
No, I didn't try that. We've done try. The whole family has tried to get burned these flip flops. And he's like, nope, y'all better not touch these flip flops. They're the best wearing flip flops. No, they ain't. You just think they are.
You probably got them at the Dollar General.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like that. It was like we were somewhere on a family vacation, didn't have none, and these were on sale for $2.99. Purple dot sale or something. I don't even know, but they're horrible. And he thinks they look good.
I need a new pair of flip flops.
Flip
But I
flop.
don't wear them, y'all. I don't wear flip flops. If I have to go somewhere where I got to put something on my feet, I'm putting shoes on my feet.
I'll show y'all mine. These that I got right here. I just ordered 2 new pairs of them. These are called Cobian flip flops, and they're like the yoga mat, like squishy. So when you walk, it's like you're walking on a yoga mat. These are the best wearing flip flops on the planet. Just saying, Cobian. serious. Yeah, no, I tell you the truth. I'm going to have to go find those. Oh, no, I buy them. He's colorblind. Oh, you buy the flip-flops for him. I usually buy Ron's, but this pair, he went to the store. I'm going to go back there and look and see if I can find them.
I want to see them.
I'm going to put them in the garbage. Part of the effects are that you have to see them on his feet. You understand what I mean? Like, they look bad in person, but I don't know if they look as bad as they do when they're on his feet. They are jacked up. I'm telling you, they come off the front of the flip flop. His toes are almost touching the ground over the top of the flip flop. Ew. Guys, don't do that. That is not attractive. Dave, do not do that. I'd almost rather see you wear socks with flip flops than to have flip flops that your toes are over the top. Look like you're
it's weird. I don't never
possum clinging onto a branch with the top
hear
of them.
me, Amy?
Huh?
How weird is that? I can't recall ever being a regular wearer of flip flops.
Some dudes don't. Some guys just don't prefer.
No, I've
And
worn
you're
sandals.
you're a very feet pampered kind of guy though.
Yeah.
Like your feet are pampered really well. And that's because you wear tennis shoes a lot.
Well, and I take care of my feet too.
If you wear flip-flops a lot, your heels tend to get hard and calloused and maybe even crack and get that dry skin if you don't get pedicures a lot. When you wear open shoes like that, your feet get if you don't get pedicures, they get crusty and stuff.
I don't like
And crusty feet are not attractive.
I don't like crusty feet.
Let me tell you something. Girls like guys that get pedicures. You don't have to get manicures and all that, but pedicures, girls like guys that have well manicured toes. Don't be having some gnawed up, jacked up stuff. Cannot do it. Dave, why are you laughing?
Text I got from my wife.
Oh, I ain't even going to ask. But I'm going to tell y'all, guys do not want to have, let me show you. Y'all want to see a don't? Let me show the guys. Watch this. This will be so you know. Dave, we got to do Dothan Livestock too. Watch this. Oh dear Jesus.
Might get some mani-pedi.
That's right. That's right. Take care of them feet, Mike. Take care of them. Oh dear Jesus. Okay, guys. If you're on the dating scene, let me make this easy for you. Okay. You need to be going to get your pedicures and get your feet. Don't be wheeling up on a date wearing flip-flops and have this.
Oh man. Ugh.
Do not, I repeat, do not show up on a date wearing flip-flops and
Amy, take that off. That's make my stomach
have your
feel
feet.
bad.
I'm just telling you, that is a do not. If you better go get a pedicure or either do not wear flip-flops. But you would not believe the men that wear flip-flops. And look, I ain't hating on your toes.
Yeah,
If you got arthritic toes, you can't help that. You can't help the bone structure. You cannot help the bone structure of your feet. But you can help the way them nails look. You need to go and get a pedicure. You understand? Just saying. And ladies, don't be wheeling up on a date with yours looking like this. Because you done been and got too many pedicures.
That's nasty.
Do not.
That's Photoshop. That can't even be real.
What's she trying to do with them things? Them's pure daggers. Look, she can't even drive. She got her foot on the gas pedal. She can't even drive like that. Who does that?
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. 71, that's our 8 o'clock heat wave this morning on your all metal roofing and siding weather radar. 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. So glad you could be with us this hour, a service of our good friends at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard and Enterprise. And the term and the word that pops into the top of my head is manky.
Manky.
Manky. Amy has been showing pictures of people's toes who ought not to be wearing flip-flops.
Yeah. Listen, just because they make flip-flops does not mean that everybody needs to be wearing them. and there's some people that are not going to tell you when you don't need to be. Look, I'm just going to lay it on out there. If you're single,
say what needs to be said.
if you are single and you think that wearing flip-flops on a date, maybe y'all are going to a little beach club or somewhere like that to have dinner. If your toes are jacked up, do not, I repeat, do not wear flip-flops.
So
get you some boat shoes or something closed-toed. Have y'all ever heard of them? What's them shoes that I like?
Birkenstock.
Not hook. I mean, Hey Dudes. Get you some of those slip-on Hey Dudes.
So, Amy, real quick, what constitutes some manky toes? I think you've been showing us some pretty extreme versions of manky toes.
Yeah.
So give the guys and the gals out there who may be scratching their heads going, all right, Amy.
I showed y'all some pictures.
But those were super manky, and you can't show pictures on the radio, girl. You have to describe them.
Okay. Let me describe them.
Not the manky, ugly, nasty ones, but just like general mankiness.
Number one, they're all rigid. The toenails are all rigidy where you have been picking at them and didn't clip them like straight across or like where they look cleanly cut.
They look like saw blades or something.
Yeah, they look like saw blades. They catch on your sheets at night because you got daggers like jagged in them because you didn't cut them. And then if they have like the cuticles around them are all white and like flaking and like peeling up because the cuticles have not been trimmed. You got to trim your cuticles too, guys.
Okay.
Like, you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
And then we got to make sure that you don't have like any ingrowny looking like pussy infected areas because you've got ingrown toenails.
Why would you use that word?
What word? Ingrowny? It's pussy. Because pussy, that's what they get. They get that red corner to them where they get pussy, that's why you go get a pedicure. I'm just telling y'all, look, the best thing y'all can do is if you're single and you have those issues, just don't wear flip-flops. That's all I'm telling you. Because she ain't going to go out with you again.
I don't reckon so.
Not happening.
I couldn't eat lunch right now if you tried me.
I'm just telling y'all things. I'm telling y'all things that the average person is not going to do.
My skin crawl.
I know, but I'm telling the truth. The girls that are on this stream are sitting here going, she's right. Look, if we look down and we see your toes looking like that, it's over. It is over. Do not do it. You can wear Hey Dudes. Just slide them little cute little Hey Dudes on, them boat shoes.
Okay.
Hey Dudes are awesome.
They sound expensive.
No, they're about $35, $45, something like that. And they're great for summertime, springtime. Just slide them on and go. Closed-toe shoes. They go with your khaki shorts, guys. They got every color. Black shorts. You can wear them you can dress them up or down. Like if you're going out to the beach and you're hanging out at the docks, you can wear them. But if you're going to a really nice dinner with some pleated shorts, you can wear them with that too. You can dress them up or down. So don't say I didn't tell y'all about them. But don't be wearing some flip-flops. And don't be wearing no white flip-flops with the green dude shooting basketball on them. Just saying.
They kind of look like Clark's Wallabies.
Huh?
They kind of look like Clark's Wallabies.
Put some Hey Dudes up on the screen.
I'm trying to find a big enough picture.
so the guys can see what they need to go get. I'll tell you, Ronnie's carries them.
I'm just trying to find a big
All
enough
different
photograph.
kinds. I've gotten my husband like 3 pairs of them, and then myself, they've got them for ladies too. They're awesome.
They're all small pictures. Hang on. But they look like Clark's wallabies, if you know what they look like.
Mm.
But they look super comfy. I just can't find a big picture. They're hot. Zulily sold out of the gray one.
Well, just put one up here just so they can see what they look like. Do you shop on Zulily?
No, I'm Googling. And it just happened to show. But I'm not opposed to shopping on Zulily. See, it's a little tiny picture, but that's them right there. There's some blue ones anyway.
You did put it up there? Let me see.
Well, I just took it off because it was tiny and you couldn't even see it.
I'll find y'all one.
I got it. I just got to find one that's not teeny. There's a small
They're
picture.
awesome. I got one.
See?
Yeah. Here we go. Y'all want to see? That's how they look. And that's just like the gray ones. They're awesome and comfortable. Let me see what other colors they got.
Can't beat these. I like my Adidas.
These are
See,
69.
Look at these.
Dave, there's sometimes that tennis shoes are not what you need to wear. Here's the brown ones.
How about that, though? You're not telling me.
What? Are those new? Oh my
They're not
God.
good.
Y'all, he has the worst tennis shoe fetish of any man I've ever met in my life.
Well, so what do you think? Do you like them?
Mhm. They're better than the mustard color ones you were going to buy that day.
I've still got them ready to go. I found a pair brand new for a lot cheaper than they were on the website.
They need to be free. What they need to be. Because don't nobody want to wear them things. Them things were the ugliest shoe I've ever seen in my life.
They're awesome.
Oh, look. They also have Hey Dudes. That ain't Hey Dude. My husband has these. They're a gray and a black. I have them, ladies, too. Like this. Oh, no, I ain't. Hold on.
Man, dude got a scratch off ticket on the way to a job interview and won $200,000.
What? Good
Yeah.
for him. That'll never happen to me, but then I don't play cheetah like I should. I don't play cheetah. I'm looking at cheetah shoes.
Cheetah, the club in Atlanta.
No, Cheetah, the slip-ons, like, hey, dude.
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you, Justin Moore, and Why We Drink. This hour of service of our good friends at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard and Enterprise. Make sure you check out that new CX-30. It is kind of super cool. 71 on your all-metal roofing and siding weather radar. Good morning to you, Amy Pollard. How's the living room this morning?
It's good. It's
Yeah?
good. We're talking shoes and
Mhm.
pedicures for men, and I'm giving all these single guys advice
Good
on what to
advice.
wear, good advice, what not to wear, all that good stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Good.
So if you want good dating advice, let me go ahead and tell you, you can listen to Amy on our live stream at B1053. She is full of it.
Well, let's talk a little bit
Or
about
good advice. Good advice, that is.
Yeah. So Dr. Mark Mayfield, a licensed professional counselor who specializes in premarital counseling, said that although being married before doesn't automatically ensure your next marriage will be a cakewalk, experiencing the dissolution of a marriage can help you better spot red flags and potential warning signs in your next marriage. It's also important to remember that just because you want a better marriage doesn't mean your second marriage will be easy. In fact, it is common for folks to unintentionally bring past relationship baggage into their current relationship, something that could wind up affecting any subsequent marriage in the long run.
See,
And
I can't see doing it again. I'm a once and done guy.
really,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so, but I would have to agree 100% that if you've been married once,
Mm-hmm.
chances are you're going to see things and red flags that you never, like, you were blinded. You were Manfred. You were Manfred about this before. You were,
Manfred.
Manfred. Blinded by the
Manfred
light.
Man's Earth Band. I
Yeah.
get it.
So, like,
Oh.
you just didn't see any of that. You'll see it most times the second go around, which will but now, here, let me say this too.
Go ahead.
The older you are, which if you are divorced or been divorced multiple times, chances are you're older, the harder it is to find someone, a companion that doesn't have baggage of some sort.
Oh, yeah.
That makes
No,
sense.
yeah. Absolutely makes sense.
So you can't be looking for that perfect companion because A, number one, they're not out there.
Nope.
B, almost everybody that's been through previous relationships is going to have baggage of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of deciding what you're willing to accept or what you aren't willing to accept.
What baggage you can tolerate. What
That's
you can
right.
tote home from the airport. That's what you
That's
got.
right.
That's what you got to consider.
Yeah. Don't be trying to find somebody that's perfect. You ain't going to get it. You ain't going to find that.
Nope.
It kills me when I hear people say, well,
your
he's got
flaws,
this.
that kind of
He's
goes
got
back to what you were saying earlier, Amy, with the guy that had the age difference with the girl. The sooner in a relationship, the sooner you expose and admit your flaws, the better off you'll be.
I agree. Because if you try to come in like,
yeah, you set the bar too damn high, and then everything else is just be
get out of here. Get out of here with that. Because you ain't all that. If you was all that, you wouldn't be single right now. So, like, don't be trying to come in all like you ain't got no faults and you ain't got no baggage of your own. Because that's a red flag right there. I'll tell you right now, if somebody comes in and tries to act like they've been married before, they ain't married now, but they might be divorced more than once. If they try to come at you like they don't have no baggage, that everything was somebody else's fault, then ding, 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 ding. That's your first red flag right there. You need to be dinging on out of there. Get on out.
Baby.
Get on out. Because you got to have mad respect for somebody. Say, you know what? Things weren't good between us. She did this and I was bad about this, and the two things didn't mesh. It didn't work well. But if they come at you like, oh yeah, it was all her fault. She did this, and I did nothing. That's your time to just go ahead and say, you know what? I really enjoyed this. I'll be back in touch with you if I decide I want to go back out to dinner with you. I'll just get up with you. I'll give you a call. Don't call me, but I'll call you.
Don't
That
call
kind of
me.
thing. You just need to go on and get on out, because I'm telling you, that is not that is somebody right there that already has a hard time admitting any kind of fault, and that is going to be a no go. That's going to be your divorce number 2. And I'm talking about ladies too, guys. You meet up with a chick and you're going out with her, and everything was his fault, and she didn't do anything, then you probably need to get on out of that. Yeah, it's been nice going to dinner. Enjoyed getting to know you, and I'll be in touch. That kind of thing. Don't be calling her back. Don't say I didn't tell you.
Okay.
Dave's not listening to me. I'm talking to y'all.
You said don't say I didn't tell you.
I'm telling them. I'm telling them today. Y'all just getting all kinds of information out of me today. I'm just not. I have no filters today. None. We're talking about everything. We're talking about toenails and pedicures and flip flops and who you don't need to call back, who you don't need to date, why you need to get on out of it, all kinds of stuff. Because it's the summertime, and you know that the summertime is one of the highest dating times of the year.
Summertime is the highest dating time of the year.
Looking for a companion. You know why? Because most people have been working out since the first of the year, kind of got back in the gym if they're single, feeling pretty good about themselves. Their confidence level's higher. In the wintertime, it ain't so much because you're kind of packing on a few extra pounds, staying all covered up in sweaters and bulky clothes and all that. I had a friend once that was a private investigator that told me he pays more bills this time of year than he ever does the rest of the year. People feeling frisky this time of year. People trying to get out, see what they can find. Because this is, once again, where we're talking about the confidence level of the individual being at a high during this time of year. You and your, yeah, a lot of exes say that they're better off just being friends.
You know what? I've told you about
I get that.
My friend's been married 3 times, and all of his ex-wives absolutely adore him.
That's so
They
strange.
adore him.
But I don't get that. Here's the way and that's awesome. Dude, anybody that can be married 3 times that's got 3 women, ex-wives that love him, salute to you, brother, because that's almost impossible to do. But so why does nobody want to stay with him? You see what I'm saying? Like, why is there 3 women that are exes and they all say he's wonderful, but none of them want to stay married to him? See, to
I think
me,
it was the other way around.
what do you mean?
He didn't want to be married to them.
Then why did he marry them?
Because he was in love, and people, when they're in love, they do stuff.
He's been in love 3 different times and can't make none of it stick. I'm starting to question if he needs to ever be married. Then is he a little more selfish? 3 times he fell in love, and 3,
You know, he's set in his ways. He's my age. You know, he's set in his ways. He's, you know.
I don't know. It's just I guess that's the pessimist in me.
Adore him. Huh?
That's the pessimist in me when I say, okay, he's been married 3 times and divorced 3 times. What is wrong with him? Because at this point, I'm going, 3 different women married you, and then 3 different didn't stay. Like, I start questioning. Okay, something's kind of jacked up about this situation. You know what I mean? I don't know. And that may not be a good thing because he could have just got 3 duds. 3 women that just were jacked up for whatever reason, but it doesn't seem like that's the norm. I don't know. Speaking of which, how long before we go in?
40 seconds.
All right. I got something for y'all.
Of course you do.
Guys, listen to me. I'm about to tell you something. Finna help you out.
Hey, Ricky. Okay. Charlotte. B1053, there's the new Scotty McCreery in between with Pollard and Dave in the morning. 8:26 now, this hour of service of our good friends at Mitchell Mazda. They're in Enterprise. Want to remind everybody that our sister station, 1025 The Q, is going to be broadcasting the Houston County Schools 2020 graduation ceremonies live from the National Peanut Festival Fairgrounds this Thursday and Friday. It's all brought to you by Riverbend Ford, Dixieland Metals, and, of course, Wiregrass Radio. Make sure you tune in for that. Our graduating seniors need all that support.
Absolutely. So, of course, we've been talking about all kinds of stuff on the Facebook live stream and the YouTube live stream. So, if you're not on that live stream, you should be, because we have a lot of good things we talk about on the side there. So I was saying just a minute ago, I've been given like all kinds of advice this morning, mainly to guys, but to women too. So I said I wanted to share this with you guys because there are 5 timeless and melt-worthy things, guys, melt-worthy things
All
that
right.
you can say to a woman that will, like you say, melt her heart. Okay.
I'm ready. I'm taking notes.
These are take notes. Take notes, because this is very important. One thing on the list.
Number 1.
One of the melt-worthy things that a guy can say to a woman is, "How was your day?"
Okay.
Seems simple,
Yeah.
but you'd be surprised how often you forget to ask that.
Can I add something to that, please?
Sure.
As an experienced married man who just celebrated number 27.
Yes.
When you ask the question, you have to be prepared to listen to the answer.
Hello. If you say, "How was your day?" and then turn around and you start watching ESPN, dude, you are done.
You better turn off the TV and put the phone down after you ask that question.
Yeah. Listen, it seems simple, but women need to vent about their evil troll of a boss, or rejoice over snagging a super deal. So whatever. And Dave, how often do you do that?
Every day. I do it every single day of the week because I love my wife and I do want to know. Now I have been busted tuning out before. I've been cold busted not listening to after you ask that question. I have been cold busted.
And you will get in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Do that. So I'm telling you, do not do that.
Ask the question, be prepared to listen to the answer.
Then number 2 thing, melt-worthy thing. Could you help me?
Oh, asking her to help you?
Women are flattered when you respect us enough to ask our advice, how to ask for a raise, or what color to paint the living room. Plus, we're suckers for guys who are man enough to admit that they need can.
I got you.
So if you say, "Honey, what do you think about this?" or "Could you help me pick out this?" I was kind of thinking that we love that. Okay.
All right.
Number 3, huge on my list. Huge. Do you need anything?
Oh yeah.
Big.
Yep.
In the words of Alec Baldwin's character in the movie Outside Providence, doing taxes is like Chinese dinner. It ain't over until you both, do the taxes. And you need not just that. Big on my list, when you're running to the grocery store, you've remembered.
Get you something?
Yes. Do you need anything? You jump in the car and you go because there's something that you wanted from the grocery or just from the little gas station up the road. And you jump in the car and you're like, you
run
go
to the store. You want anything?
You come back and you've got those items that you went after, and you're sitting there munching down or doing whatever. And where'd you get that from? Oh, I ran up to the store. Oh,
Oh, thanks.
Nice if you would have asked
Appreciate it.
me if I need anything.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's that you need to be thinking about them in all different ways. So make sure you ask, is there anything you need? Can I do something for you? That's
That's
huge.
good advice.
Number
That's good
4,
advice. Okay.
I love how you
Fill
dot,
in the blank. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I love yous are nice. Don't get me wrong. Honey, I love
Yeah.
you. That's
But
really nice.
they want a reason. They
But
want to know
they're
why.
kind of generic. Yeah. If you can say, I love how you wiggle your feet when you're,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
getting under the covers at night, or I love the way you crinkle your nose when you laugh.
Yeah.
Just those little things. But women are like, "Aw,
Yeah.
that's so sweet. He even noticed how I crinkled my nose." Okay, and the last thing on the list, I know, guys, this is making you throw up, but if you'll just listen to what I'm telling you, you will score major brownie points. These are all good things.
Let's hear it.
The last thing on the list, only you. Women like to feel unique, that they're uniquely appreciated by you. So anytime you can say something along the lines of there being no other woman like you, you're the only one I know that's smart enough to know when I am feeling down, or you're the only woman that has ever figured out how to make me smile during this, or you're the only one I know. You're the only one that knows exactly how to make my grilled cheese sandwich.
That's
You're
right.
the only one. Just making her feel unique
Right.
about she needs to feel special. And you're the only one that knows how to take care of me when I'm sick.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
I do. I know
Those
exactly
things.
what you mean. It's the
So
little
don't
things.
say I didn't tell y'all.
Amy, have I not been proving this out day to day with you?
Yeah.
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 It's just
Yeah.
paying
Dave
attention is all
Dave
you're
is
doing.
not your normal. He is not your normal guy. So guys, listen, you can't always do everything Dave does because
But you should. You should.
should. Yeah, your life would be so much easier if you could do that. But I just gave you a list of things that will totally help you out. So
All right.
today, try a couple of those things.
Okay. Woo. My head's gonna be so big, I'm gonna have to make the doorway wider.
Mike said some men just aren't meant to be married.
Oh, that's
You're
true.
right. You're right. But what men are those?
Truth.
What men are those? The ones that don't need to be married? Are they the ones that are selfish? Are they a little selfish and almost selfish enough that they can't really be in a relationship? I know some guys like that. I absolutely know some guys that do not need to be married because it is impossible for them to think about the other person first.
I didn't give up because I was
In a relationship or a companionship, you're supposed to put the thoughts and feelings of that person before you. You know what I mean? As much as you can. I'm not saying to ever like neglect your own self or forget who you are or what your purpose is. But if you are incapable of ever putting that person's feelings ahead of your own, you don't need to be married. You just don't. Because being in a relationship totally consists of that. Being like, "Oh, I really would like to go with the guys to the lake this weekend, but I'm, I've got responsibilities here at the house and I need to do this and I need to do that." And like, if you can't put that person's feelings before your own, don't need to do it. Business oriented. Yeah. People that are career driven, I would say if you are really obsessed with your career or you own a business and you are 100% all in and you strictly just don't have time for a relationship, then I would agree with you because marriage and partnership and companionship, sometimes the business can't afford to have you be absent from it. And if that's the case, then you got to realign what your priorities are. And maybe that's just not the time to be in a relationship. So I agree 100% with that.
Huh?
But at some point, Like, I feel like at some point you got to be able to try to juggle both, unless you're just one of those people that just could care less about being in a relationship ever. There are some people that just, like you say, are not meant to be in a marriage, are not really even meant to be in a relationship. Like, their joy comes from other things, success in the business, having finer things, having, they don't care about having kids in life. They don't care. They just, and that's the case, then that's what makes you happy. Then, hey, that's good. At least you realize it, and you're not wasting time being spent married to somebody and then 20 years later divorcing because you're still that person that never wanted to really be married anyway. You know what I mean? That's nice.
They would have told her.
Went to the store the other day for your girlfriend just because she wanted ice cream. That's sweet. That's brownie points. Dave, what are you concentrating so hard on?
Just doing a little research. Just chill for a sec. We're good.
Oh, I'm just chill. I just need to
Yeah,
chill.
you're good. Let's see this next category. Television. Ah, here we go. Radio. And editing. I didn't see it. Maybe it's honorable. Let's see here. Radio National. Nope. Yeah. Be interesting to see.
Dave, what are you talking about?
Yeah. All right. Marcus came in with some information. I just wanted to see
Got
what
it.
there was to it. So
What's today, the 19th?
Mike's a good guy. Mike sounds like a good guy.
Fostering kittens. Aw, that's sweet. I don't like cats either. Does that make me a bad person?
Yep.
I don't like them.
Cats control your vermin, girl. They get rid of the mice and the roach bugs and all.
Oh, they can be outside. I just don't want to touch them or deal with them. I'm allergic to them. So I've never liked them since I was a kid. They're like so.
Independent.
They're just like they can be so snooty. Cats can be snooty, right?
I like.
I don't know. My whole family likes cats except me because my eyes stayed swelled up when I was a kid. I was allergic. We had them in the house, and I could not deal.
Oh, that's funny.
Dave, you're killing me.
Why is that? I was looking at what the underside of a sand dollar looks like. You want to see it? You want to see what I'm looking at?
Seen them. It's got all them little hairs.
All right, I'm gonna show you.
And it has a mouth in the middle of it. Right?
What now?
Has like
What has a what? A mountain in it?
a mouth.
What has a mouth in it?
A sand dollar has a hole in the middle on the back.
Oh, yeah. So check this out. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
All right, now watch his little legs because that's just like a
Yeah, they
cajillion.
move.
Look.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So that's what
Yeah.
I'll get lost looking at. When Amy's in here and she's losing her mind at me, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff he does. It's no lie. I'm
Yeah.
sitting here going, and so 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 and so, and he goes, huh? What? That's
Hey, you can't say you don't do the same thing looking at dresses or whatever.
Sometimes. Of course, weddings and showers and all that's over now.
Watch this. Watch. I'm gonna do it in slow motion. Whatever.
You're so stupid. You want to get a dog and be happy.
Oh, my poor old dog's getting old, man. That makes me sad. Now that makes me sad.
Oh, buddy's getting old.
He is. He's getting
Aw. I got lots of dogs. I like dogs.
rain. Yeah. B1053, Pollard and Dave, Shadaisy, little goodbyes. And if you don't follow Amy's advice, you'll be saying those little goodbyes. Trust me on that one. She is laying down the law, single guys and gals. I think the rules can apply both ways. Because I'll tell you, there's plenty of times as a guy that old Honey Bunny wants to rip to the store real quick and does not ask me, do I want something? And comes back and didn't bring me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it could go both ways.
But now with my significant other, I most always, if I go to the store, will call and say, "Hey, I'm at so and so. Do you need anything?"
Yeah.
Like that's just a habit for me.
I get you. But it goes
but
both
I think
ways.
guys are just like, yeah, some guys, but I think guys a lot of times are just like, oh, I'm just running in, running out, and it might take a little bit longer if you have to make a phone call and ask to pick up something. But listen, it does get it's a courtesy and a respect kind of thing.
Absolutely. And you have to make a conscious effort of it because even though she's in the habit of it, she has to think about it before she mashes the button on the phone.
Yeah, you definitely need that. So if you're like out and about today and you're running by the store or something and you really should call and say, "Hey, hon, I'm running by so and so. Can I get you anything?"
You need to pick Bay something up.
Look, there you go. That'll get you lots of brownie points. Oh, sorry.
What?
Let's see. Oh my gosh.
What?
Warrior girl. uh send me pictures of her kitties. Mm-hmm. What y'all got going on today? What you got going on today? Oh, we gotta do death and livestock. Don't forget.
Yeah.
There we go. Mm, 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 mm. April. It is beautiful out there right now. Oh my gosh. I love it when they do that when they're wanting to pounce on
B1053, Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. 71 on your all metal roofing and siding weather radar this hour in service of Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard and Enterprise. Good morning to you. It's 848. What's up?
All right, everybody. It's about time for us to get on out of here. I've been thinking it's Wednesday all day. I don't know what.
It's Tuesday. I said that clearly.
I know, but I've been thinking it's Wednesday all day. Beautiful, beautiful outside today. We are expecting a little bit of rain in the forecast. So I'll say that all the grass and the farmers need it. So we won't complain about it at all for sure. Time for us to get on out of here. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow morning to do it all again from 6 to 9. Make sure you join Pollard and Dave. And of course, join us on our live stream, Facebook Live every morning at 6 a.m. and the YouTube live stream as well. Thank y'all so much for listening. We hope to see you tomorrow. We love you. God bless you. That kitty cat's cute.
Look at his eyes. That means he's locked in on a target.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the way his pupils die.
Watch his eyes. Watch his eyes.
Oh, that's crazy.
That means the
I
kitty
didn't
cat's
notice.
going to get him some.
He's fixing to attack something.
That's right.
All right.
All
Well,
right,
Dave,
guys.
don't go anywhere. We got stuff
I
we got.
won't.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We
Appreciate
love
it.
y'all.
Y'all be good.